Okay, I'm sorry, Corey. Jump back on. I'm trying. I'm trying to get this stuff back operating again. I don't know. Everything just clicked completely off. So I am working on getting click the same link to get back in. Let me see if I can get my little sus squared away again. What the heck? Oh no, 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 no. And I need to give the host back over here. Yes. Okay. What's going on? I just screwed this all up. Okay, let's do this. All right, you guys. Welcome back to Urban Economic Empowerment Show. Let me see. The brother Corey jump back in. Use the same link. Let me tell him use the same link. My bad. Welcome to Urban Economic Empowerment Show. I just had a nice little bloopers moment. Everything just clicked off. I don't know what that was about. What's up, Chris? How you doing this evening? What's going on?
What's up, Mom? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I was just about to have a nice little stream and then I just got kicked out. So, I mean, everything, all the devices. I was just about to,
Oh
so
my God.
I had to redo it, everything. So, I was, the brother Chris, Corey Coleman was on it and he was telling me about his business, Phenom Direct. And I was getting ready to, promote his business and see how I can get our products on his site. Um, so hopefully he jumps back on. Click the same link. It's the same link, Corey, so to jump back on. But I'll go through his site a little bit until he jumps back on. Again, you guys are tuned into Urban Economic Empowerment Show. The idea this evening, I just wanted to, I titled the show, Don't Wait for Help When You Could Create It. That's the things I want to talk about. I have some things on my mind. I wanted to go live on yesterday. Wasn't feeling too well. I wanted to show some programs that are available in the community that some people could get involved in and get going. Some of you may have heard before. Some of you may not have heard at all. And I had a little PowerPoint I wanted to go over. However, to start off, I had asked Corey by himself and he started sharing his company, Phenom Direct. So until he jumps back on, if he jumps back on, I will go through his website. And Chris, you have a website as well, right? For your shoes?
Said what?
You have a website for your shoes, your sneakers, or Instagram?
Instagram.
Yeah, so I'll go to your site as well. Infamous, I think it's Infamous Minds, or hey, how you doing? Peace, power, and profit.
Peace, Monica Lamb. Infinite.
My bad.
You good? You good? How y'all doing?
Good. You own a business as well?
Just I'm working on an online bookstore now.
Oh, cool! It's already up. The site is already up.
No, I just have a lot of books, so I'm just trying to get together the site.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that'll be super cool. To have a central look, even though there's some bookstores and things of the nature you can Google, but sometimes when somebody simplifies some things and make it easy for you to research, we gravitate to that. So kudos to you. I look forward to seeing that. But in the meantime, in between time, until Corey jumps back in, I'll go through his site. So Phenom Direct. As you can see here, it says my history is strong. These are the products, as the brother was saying earlier. I think he started in 2017, and he started with the True detergent brand. Has any of you all ever tried True? I think I have. A few years back when we first started my econ, I think one of the brothers that came, I don't know, maybe it was Sean Pete, who put me on to True Value detergent. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly who's the person that introduced True Value detergent to me, but not True Value, I'm sorry, True detergent. But I remember it was likely somewhere econ because we had an event and they had brought And so on his website, you could see all the different Black-owned companies that he promote the brand and sell the products. So you have health and beauty, aura, household, and education. Let me click on this education. Oh, that's pretty cool. I made order that for my niece and nephew. So I probably patronize this site a little bit tonight. But these are the different brands he have out there. He have some stuff for women, got some blood cleanser, some mouthwash. The only mouthwash natural products I've used, I think came from, there's a brother that I used to follow. I met him, he was in Charlotte, and then they moved to Chicago or somewhere in Illinois, and they have their own brand. They do a really good job of it. I can't remember at the time it was Shape for Life, but I think they've renamed it since then, and they do a really good job. And he's the only mouth oral product that I had used, so I may even try some of this as well. Looks like they have a vegan mix. Someone says a vegan mix, and then there's some men natural shave here. There's some free bug repellent, some candles, and these prices seem to be pretty convenient. You can either purchase a gift card. There's the detergent, the fabric softener of the True detergent. They have a little package deal. Wash. They have some powder here, and I'm probably not doing no justice. So you may want to just let me get the link. Let me get the link and put it in the chat again. I really would like to interview him and get the info right. I don't just want to share his information and be all over the place, but I definitely want to make sure that I'm giving out the right content. All right, so let me post it again so that I could post it in the back chat, and then he can get it and he could get back on. Again, you guys, peace, power, and profit. Welcome to Urban Economic Empowerment. I hope something we share tonight, it is useful to you and it can increase your net worth in some capacity. All right, so let me do this. All right, so I posted the link again. Let me go back, make sure that I can see everything. All right, cool. I'm got a little sinus thing going on here, so we'll see what happens. All right, so these are the products. Oh, and they have a deodorant, all right, on his site. So this is his website. I wanted to see how I can get involved, but hopefully he'll jump back on and we can talk about it. Let's see. Let me hit the About tab. And let's see. And this is how you contact them. So maybe he'll get back on and we'll talk about it. All right. So with that being said, here's my website. About to get hot and heavy. About to start getting into some government contract work. Getting ready to shift the site a little bit, have this consulting piece, but I'm also going to have non-emergency transportation that's going to be offered because I'm about to get into some contract work. It's not like you haven't seen this site before. It's a little straightforward. Some things that I know and I get involved in. Now, I'll say this. This is on my site. If you guys haven't been paying attention to what's going on, well, before I do that, because mine is going to lead into something else. Let me go to Chris's IG. What in the world? Did I get kicked out again? Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, they didn't kick you off?
Well, let me be great today. Chris must know I'm going to share some good stuff. Let's see. Share the screen again. I don't know if I'm on 2 streams or 1. Let me see what's sharing on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Okay, so what is this right here? Stop sharing. Child, I might have 2 lives going. I don't even know. Let me see. Let me share.
Boy.
I don't know. You know, I ain't been live in so long. I look like I'm looking like I don't even know how to operate. I don't even know how to operate the stream no more. Okay, let me find Chris. Chris, what's your IG? Chris Logic? Wait a minute. Chris, is it Chris Logic?
Yeah. Wall Street Logic.
Oh, Wall Street Logic. Wall Street Logic. IG. It's like that. That's how I do it. I don't know. We'll find out. This it. Oh, that ain't it. What I do wrong? Let me just go to Instagram and then maybe I could put you on Instagram. Instagram. Am I logged in? All right, you guys. So right now I'm just kind of promoting the peeps. And then we can go from there. Oh, Lord. You tell me I forgot my Instagram password. I don't even think it's here we go. Honey, that's what happens when you have to that's what happens when you have to take breaks.
You sick, Mo?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh no.
I sound horrible? Shit, how
you sound horrible. I just hear you sniffing.
Yeah, a little bit. Is it annoying? God damn it. This is not letting me do it.
How many computer screens you got up? Huh? Oh my God.
I'm tripping, I'm flipping, I'm doing all kind of stuff right now. I don't even know how to get in my Instagram. So I gotta
let me see how you do this.
I forgot how to get in my Instagram.
Hey, Mo.
Oh my God.
Type in. Let's see.
I don't even think I've ever logged out of my Instagram. I don't even know. Log in with my Facebook? Honey?
You should be able to type in Wall Street Logic in the Google search.
Probably didn't spell something right. Let's see if I get it this way. Oh, oh, this is me. Oh, that's not how I do it. Okay, Google what? Wall Street.
Yeah.
Did I spell it right?
I can't see your screen, so.
You know what? I'm going to go to Instagram. Oh, Lord, I got to stop taking breaks. When I take breaks, I just mess everything up. There you go, right there. I got it. Magic. Instagram. Oh my God, what happened?
You know what? You could have just went to my my Facebook page called Cross Services.
Cross Services?
Yeah.
Facebook. Lord, listen, I'm no good right now. Okay, I got it in my Facebook. Oh, good. I'm not sharing my screen. I'm not sharing my screen right now, so.
Yeah, I figured that.
I don't know what's going on. Let me see. What's it called?
Croft, Kroft Services.
Oh, right here.
You see it?
Yep. All right. So now how do I show them what kind of sneakers you have?
Just you should be able to scroll down on the page and see the lineup.
All right, give me a second. You say scroll down. Oh, right here. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the sneakers that Chris have. You guys are interested? Oh Lord, I ain't even sharing. Hold on. Am I sharing now? Yeah.
Yeah, you sharing now.
All right. Okay. These are
So I also share. You have to scroll down a bit, but yeah, you can just go through the pictures. But I show people how to sign up for these different sneaker retail companies like Foot Locker, Champs, Foot Action, East Bay, JD Sports, Finish Line, and doing that actually helps you, cop or get these highly released shoes with special programs that they have for their members, like exclusive access.
where do you show that at?
You have to scroll down some.
Scroll down. Okay.
Yeah, so you have to go down a little bit.
You can tell me when I get to it.
Yeah, just keep going. Just keep going down.
Oh, that purple and white is cute.
Yeah,
When they drop in June.
Mm-hmm. That's my video about Stash on how I use Stash to buy stock when I shop at these stores.
Yeah.
Okay, you can scroll.
Okay, you all, you just tuning in. You tuning in to Urban Economic Empowerment Show. I'm sharing Chris Logic, Wall Street Logic on Instagram and Craft Services on Facebook. Looking for some sneakers. Can't get access to them. Here you go. Here you go. Chris, you got the pin net or something. Good Lord.
You know what? Huh?
I see you must be selling a lot of Jordans.
Over 100,000.
When I was, huh?
Over $100,000 worth.
You sold over $100,000 worth of Jordans?
Yeah, and I got plus my collection. Yes.
Wow. I'm in the wrong business. Let me put some of this on my website. Wow. You got the hook. These are gorgeous.
Which ones are you talking about?
These gold, these white, these Jordan 13s.
Yellow ones?
Yeah. I like the color.
Yeah, them ones it's some bad sneakers.
You got some of those? Yeah. These are exclusive access. Only 150? Or this what you mean about joining the deal?
No, those grade schools were $150. But I used my points to get them for like $100. So they give you points too that you can use to, redeem like $10 off or $20 off. And
Wow. I wanna okay.
Let me go pin it for you that way.
Yeah, pin it for me. And do me a favor, I need to check something on my payroll. Talk to the people about this whole sneaker deal. Is this a website I could click on?
Which one is that?
Thecroftservices.com.
No, that
Okay.
is being updated.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get it to where you can request a shoe before it drops. You can pre-order it.
Oh.
And you can just pay that way to secure your shoe.
Okay. I need to mute it up real quick. I need to check something on payroll. So talk to the people about. Let me put it on some sneakers real quick.
Okay.
Talk to the people about the sneaker deal, which you was just talking about, until I can click on the link for me real fast. I'll be right back.
All right. So I basically show people how to put your money to work outside of just spending it. Shopping at these different retail stores, like a Foot Locker, like a Champs, a Foot Action, East Bay, JD Sports, Finish Line, Nike, so forth and so on. So you want to utilize every cent. And, I'm a penny pincher like that. I want to utilize every cent I spend to make sure, it's an investment. So I am a sneaker collector. It's an investment for me. So every shoe that I buy that's in my collection has increased since I had it. It has increased in price. Some double, triple, quadruple, depending on the release or the collaborations. The shoe did. So, it's just not solely for my, my personal benefit and my emotional connection to the Jordan shoe or sneaker or Nike brand, but it's also, a collectible and an investment and an increase in value. So these are assets, whether we like it or not, unfortunately. But I only say that to say this, if you can't really afford to be buying these sneakers every time, then, I would caution. However, you can use it to your advantage, collect them, and sell them in the future. When you feel like, you made enough, the shoe has made enough money or it's double or triple, the price that you bought it at, there will be a demand for it. Somebody is going to want this shoe. That's why you have companies like a StockX or GOAT that will, give you information. It's kind of like the shoe stock market, so to speak. It basically prices the value, of these sneakers when they drop. And then over time, you can see the increase in price. So in that perspective, it's an asset. Like for instance, one of the, highly regarded Jordans ever is the Jordan 11 Bred, the black, white, and red joints that Jordan wore in the playoffs. Very iconic shoe. They dropped a couple times. Those shoes are worth $500-$600, depending on what size you wear. But, if you were able to get them, you probably bought them for like $140-something at Foot Locker or Nike. So you sitting on, 4 times the amount of what the shoe originally went for. To me, that's an asset. You can sell that if you need to. If you went down on hard times, you can relinquish every shoe that you bought as long as you didn't wear it or, run them into the ground. You can sell that shoe for a profit easily. And somebody is going to buy it because there is a demand for it. So, I use this along with Stash. Now, Stash is the brokerage company, the investment company that allows me to purchase stuff like this and, put that money that I purchased or I spent and put some of that into the stock market. So my money is accruing double assets. So not only am I getting the shoe as a collectible, I'm also getting Nike stock, Foot Locker stock, uh, whatever. Wherever I spend my money at, Dick's Sporting Goods, Adidas, Under Armour, whatever your vice is, whatever your, brand that you like to support. I'm accruing, you accrue double assets by using the Stash debit card, because that program that they have, the feature, their connection with Green Dot, allows you to put your money to work. It's better than a cashback card, with, some of these other companies, that's great, but, if I can earn shares in a company, nothing can beat that. So I have no problem being a consumer now, because every penny that I spend is going into the stock market. The same thing with Acorns. If you like to shop online, Acorns is good, for, you want to pull up Macy's, you want to shop on Lululemon, or, like I said, Nike, Foot Locker, whatever your vice is, you can take that money and put some of it to work. Instead of just being a consumer, you have to now become an investor by using these different applications, different platforms, different brokerage accounts, investment accounts, to put your money to work. That way, we teach our kids, we teach the youth, better spending habits, and why you should, invest into these companies we give all our money to, and these brands that we're so infatuated with. They learn, okay, don't just give them all your money, but also become an investor in these companies, to get a return from it. Because if you like Nike, we like LeBron James shoes, okay, you get Nike stock back. Nike also pays the dividends to the shareholders. So you're getting paid from that too. This is a win-win-win situation. I don't know, how you can't perceive that. It's a lose-lose when you just spend your money and get nothing. You get nothing out of it except for the shoe. And when you wear the shoe, the value is going to go down. And then you're just going to buy another shoe when it comes out, but you're not getting no return on investment. So, I took advantage of that when I started learning this stuff. So right now I'm trying to pull up this information about, the Foot Locker, or the Flex app, which is the Foot Locker Champ Sports, Foot Action, East Bay app, where, they reward you for being a consumer. You can, you get to reserve, highly released sneakers like a Yeezy, or, a Jordan, or whatever the case. And, you can take that, build up your points, where, once you across a certain level, you have the opportunity to just start hitting on all these pairs that, that's limited to a lot of people who can't get this shoe, or they have to go into the store and try to, get the shoe by sitting in a line, long lines all day, when you can just go through the apps, build your points up, spend here, spend there, and try to reserve and cop these highly released sneakers. And, like I said, at the end of the day, you can sell these as well. You can sell them, make your money, and take that money and do whatever you want with it. It's yours. You made a profit off of by, just investing in a shoe that's been popular for the last, 30, 40 years almost. And, that's kind of how, I took advantage of this system, is trying to use, what they give us and execute on it. So I don't want to just be spending my money and all I get is the shoe. And I'm not really buying the shoe as a collectible. I'm buying the shoe because I like it and I want to wear it, which is fine too. But you think of all the money you spent doing that, and you ain't got nothing to give to your kids to eat off that. So, you know, at least if I buy the shoe and wear the shoe, you know, I use my stash card and I get Nike stock back or Foot Locker stock back or Amazon or Netflix, Disney or whatever. At least I get, you know, some fractional shares in the company that, you know, I can make some money off of and sell and get the kids something, or, you know, keep that, you know, in the account for them in the future. So by the time they get ready to go to college, you know what I'm saying, they sitting on a nice investment account ahead of a lot of their peers. You know, maybe even take that money and use for college. You know, it's opportunity. It's nothing but, you know, opportunities, education, being financially literate. Because financial literacy is, you know, one of the most single important things that, you know, we need to, you know, learn in our community. Because we learning that affects everything, how we operate as a people, our commerce system, our economics, you know, is on point. So yes, we can, you know, we can have all the Black businesses and whatnot, but we also get to keep a lot of our money flowing, you know, not just lasting 6 hours in a day and that's it. Then we can start building stuff. Our community can start building stuff. You know, we can, you know, fix some of our projects in our neighborhoods and whatnot. Because, you know, we ain't just consumers. We're investors. We're building our credit. You know, we're passing down generational wealth, good habits, good spending habits, understanding the economy and, you know, system we in and how it operates. And now we doing more with our Black dollars to put us in a better position instead of, you know, cycling, you know, bad habits and then looking at the government saying, why you ain't taking care of us, instead of learning the game and taking care of what we need to take care of in that regard. Because we can't blame the system in one breath and then not find ways to adjust. We can all complain, but you have to adjust. You have to know how stuff is ran. You have to play chess. And once we do that, man, listen, with the sky's the limit for us. It's just we got to tweak our economics and our financial literacy. We have to keep pushing this. It's important.
You have done. Go ahead. Huh? I'm sorry. I was going to say, you've done a phenomenal job with using what we have to get favor as far as using a financial tool with apps and vehicles to get discounts, or you spend one place and get money to invest in another.
Mm-hmm. Just did it with my taxes. You know, TurboTax on Acorns. They give you 8% invested on your on whatever you spend.
Listen,
easy. No brainer.
Let me go to that. Acorn, like, I mean, I titled the show. Don't wait for help when you could create it on your own. I'm not talking about individually I'm not talking about you just, you know, just pointing fingers of people don't have access, people that don't have access to information. Mm-hmm. Because if you on government assistance, you can get a phone. So I'm not hearing none of this no more.
Right.
If you go to McDonald's, you can use their Wi-Fi or any
Right.
fast food or almost any facility, department store or facility alike has an open line for you to use Wi-Fi. Some parks even have open opportunity for you to use Wi-Fi. And so
Yep.
for the world to make devices easy accessible and offer you these type of opportunities that Chris is taking advantage of, we have no excuse to not at least be if not self-sufficient, be able to handle your own expenses.
And Mo,
Go ahead.
back when when we started with Over African Emporium, this information wasn't out here like that.
Nope.
It wasn't popular like it is now. Now you can find this stuff everywhere. It's on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. It's all over the place. I never heard, people mention inflation so much until this year.
Say it again.
And I'm like, because it's everywhere. So, it's really not an excuse about not having the information, because we got all type of black people now, pushing the economic message or the economic evolution out here. So
go ahead, Chris.
The onus is on us, to take that information, start small, AE always talk about, $5 a day. If you can't do $5 a day, do $5 a week. Whatever you spend on, Popeye's chicken or McDonald's, Burger King, you can take that money and start, investing into the market. So,
and check it out. So we talk. And people always say, "Oh, financial literacy is not taught in school," and so
right.
This is why our people don't know. Listen. You could keep blaming things on your elementary, your middle school, and your high schools.
Right.
When they open the gate of internet and put devices in your hand, you have access to whatever you would like. If you spend hours on TikTok, Instagram, whatever social media platform, YouTube, whatever, and you don't click on the Acorn app and click education and click on money basics and take at least, when you go on your lunch break, 5-10 minutes out of your lunch break to read information that may change your lifestyle, then you're wrong.
Right.
It's not a matter of, I'm not fussing, because everybody was like, "Oh, Mo, you come at people wrong. You just point fingers." Listen, it is time out for saying the Urban Economic Empowerment Show makes things or talk over people's head. If I show you a website, it is your duty, is your obligation to explore that site and see what it can offer to you. There's
Right.
too many sites we've shown in the past that offers free classes. If this thing don't stop kicking me out, oh no. You know what? This is why I keep my Apple products. I'll be biased for a minute. Let me see if it came back. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Let's see where I went. Okay. Let me stop sharing for a second over here. Let me go back and share it over here. If you have not taken the time, and I said, you know what, listen. Yesterday I was going to title the show, "I Want All the Smoke Today." I was going to title the show, "You know what, I want some action too." Everybody else out there doing all these hours of oh, hold on.
Yeah. Oh shoot, what happened?
Oh, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right. So all of these educational opportunities for you to learn. You know, Stash has these educational tabs, and it even breaks it. You know, let me just click on this one. What are stocks? You
I
know, in
forgot
it.
to.
Can you hear
I
me?
forgot. Yeah, I
Oh,
forgot to say stash party too. My bad.
in its simplest terms, it gives you information and breaks it down in its most simplest terms. They don't talk over your head. They keep it simple. They got videos. Like, it doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better. And even if you didn't want to invest, and to me, I like to call it case studies. You got brothers, you just spoke in reference to um using the Acorn app to purchase. Well, you use the tax because that's the most recent thing you've done. Earning this, I think this is what it is, where they have
Yo,
all
Mo.
these. Huh? What happened?
Uh, oh no. You was commenting about the acorns, and I was just gonna say
Go
I'm
ahead.
still getting paid off of Uber Eats, purchases from acorns. Because when you use Uber Eats on the Acorns app, they take some of that money and invest it into the stock market for you, or whatever you use online, or whatever you
Right.
buy on one of their found money partners.
Right.
You don't get they don't invest it automatically all the way. I think it takes like 120 days, for like 6 months or something like that, less than 6 months. And they'll send you a notification letting you know that your money has been invested. But they let you know that that money, has been put to work.
Right. I know someone, they don't even go grocery shopping. They shop online through Walmart. You know how much money they've already spent? Like, this stuff is not taboo. This is someone, sometimes you're afraid to use apps in these manners because you're not sure if it works or how it works or if you would get that type of favor. But when you have someone, Chris is like a mastermind with this. I mean, he fussed at me so much for using my stash card and my Acorn card. And I wish I had it's there in my car. Oh no, I may have it right here.
Use them cards, Mo.
I have my cards. I got it right here. I may have them in my car. But nope, I got it right here. So we got let me show you guys, because I know how y'all like to do.
Yes.
Why y'all like to do. Don't be telling us something you ain't do. How we know you doing it? Let me see your stuff.
Right.
Okay. It's cool. I'll let you see my stuff. Bam, baby.
Uh-oh.
And I'm supposed to have a Robinhood card, but every time I try to request to get it, I was entitled to it. It just seemed like it never came. But
yeah, you might want to call them about that.
Yeah, and it's still not activated, since I've done it. So here's my stash card. Here's my Acorn card. I use them both for fuel, mainly a lot for fuel because I'm not a big shopper. But when my niece wanted them Air Force Ones, she couldn't find them nowhere. But guess where I found them? On the Nike store on Acorn.
Yep. Every time.
Yep. So
you could have found them on Foot Locker and JD Sports too. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. I finally got the links and all of that. So
okay. I wish she was able to share her screen, but it's cool. You don't have to. So these are, I'm talking like.
I can.
You want to share?
I can.
Okay, yeah, because you can talk the talk. So again, for everybody who's
whenever you get done.
Welcome to Urban Economic Empowerment Show. And we're just talking about, the topic is don't wait for help when you could create help. Chris, while you're getting ready, Corey is back. Let me share real quick and go back to Corey's real quick because it's gonna be real quick.
Okay.
Got some stuff to show us, Chris, because I definitely want to see how you do that whole hookup with the thing. So Corey, you got your mic open?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, and peace, power, and profit to Dynamic 3D who just joined in. So Corey, as we were stating earlier, and I went to your site. So give us another, because this is a whole new stream. We got kicked off. I don't know what's going on. I was having fun. He was laying it down. Give us a quick synopsis one more time. Who you are, when you started your company, what's your idea for your company, so that those who would like to connect with you, network with you, and get some things popping, then know how to do it.
All right. Peace, family. My name is Corey Coleman. I'm the owner of PhenomDirect.com. I originally started Phenom Direct back in 2017 when I learned about True Laundry Detergent. True Laundry Detergent was founded by 3 Black military veterans down in Atlanta, Georgia. So I was still so intrigued about what they had done in terms of developing a formula that was plant-based and non-toxic and could be used in the place of things like Dreft. And whenever we have a newborn child, the first thing we do is go get Dreft. And I thought to myself, I was like, wow, this is amazing. So let me learn more about it. I learned more about it and actually I became a distributor in Maryland. So with me becoming a distributor, I said, let me start up a business. So I went ahead and started up Phenom Direct. And then I started searching for other Black-owned brands. And I was looking for good quality Black-owned brands that people could trust. And then I just started adding on after talking to those brand owners. And then I developed my store. So I went ahead and got the site set up, started doing pop-ups and, doing social media marketing and things like that. So I still do the 9-to-5 thing, but, I'm still building Phenom Direct to be a powerhouse in the near future. So it's basically,
Corey,
where we come from.
If someone wanted to connect with you, because these are the particular products, a lot of products that he has on his site, someone wanted to connect with you and wanted to get their products sold on your site, like I have Dynamic 3D, David, let me show his website and what he does before Chris go in, because Chris stuff is going to be thebomb.com. So we'll make sure that, because I need to learn some of that stuff. Let me see if I can connect you to before we move to Chris. So I'm bringing up Dynamic 3D's website. David, he's on here. Let me see if he's available. Thought he was on here. Thought he popped in here somewhere. David, you available? Okay, I could talk a little bit if he decides to want to chime in. So David, he's a fitness instructor, and he sells. Oh wait, let me see if he chimed in. Oh, so he's a fitness instructor, and he also sell CMOS smoothies. So this is the site. Let me go to the site where the smoothies are. They're on Shopify. They're sold on Shopify. This is a really good job, really good brand. Let me go to the catalog. So he sells them in half a gallons. These are the flavors. I think he has one more flavor out there somewhere. And then he also does the gel, and then he sells them in a 16 ounce. And I know he's getting ready to expand because he's getting ready to do some different sizes. Sells them in the raw, and then he also sells soap, oatmeal soap, sea moss soap, sea moss tea tree soap, and he also sells it in the raw. And he sells the gold, and he also sells the purple, and he sells some shirts as well.
Oh,
So
nice.
let me see if he's and he and of course we ship all over. And then he trains in the gym, and he also trains virtually. So he's definitely, I'm sure he's someone that definitely could connect with you in reference to getting his product. And so he's in the he jumped on. I'm not necessarily, I don't know if he's just listening in and he's training or what he got going on. But he sells it online. He sells the product through Shopify, and then of course he has a website as well.
Gotcha. What area is he in?
David, can you jump on real quick? Open up your mic. All right, he's about to jump on.
What's going on, my amazing people?
What's going on, man?
Colin Prophet.
Yeah.
He's Colin Prophet, brother.
Yeah, David, I'm not sure if you heard Corey, but Corey has the company from Phenom Direct, where he sells Black-owned business products on his site, Network Connect. And then I was showing him your products.
Okay.
And trying to connect you all so you can tell the people a little bit about you. And I was sharing, your fitness instructor and all that great stuff.
Okay, well, let's start from the beginning. My name is David Gerald, better known as Mr. Turn Down for What 100, because I keeps it 100. Mr. Who What Smoke. It's another lovely day in the world, you guys. I appreciate being on this platform. This is an amazing platform. But I started my company back in 2019, and I wasn't health conscious whatsoever. I was disciplined enough not to be disciplined. So I went with that, knowing that I wasn't disciplined and knew I needed discipline in my life. And by me working out in the gym with my cousins and start working in the gym, I just noticed how people operated in the gym. I'm a very observant person, and I just went forward. Some people said they liked the way I worked out and they liked the way I trained when I was just showing people stuff. And I just went forward. And one of my OGs, he told me about CMOS, and he was sharing it with me in the gym, and it was changing my body. It was changing the way I was feeling about different things. And, I just created a company. Fast forward, moved down to South Carolina in the middle of the pandemic. And African Emporium, as what you guys know him, I met him back in 2011. We was doing some event-based marketing sales when it came to a company we was working with. And I always liked his pizzazz as a man and how he just presented himself when he came to the office. We always kept in good contact. So when I told him I was transitioning down to South Carolina, he told me to look up one of his colleagues that he do business with, which is Monica Lamb. Make a long story short, start working with Monica Lamb. We just start collaborating different things. She started teaching me things about her background and what she knows. And I was just teaching about my background, what I know, and we collaborated really well. She's been helping me out a whole lot with my business. I've been helping her a whole lot with her business and her physical health as well too, and the rest is history. So my ultimate goal is to be able to position people with understanding that eating healthy is a good thing, because most people look at eating healthy as it's expensive, but when you change your mindset, you also change your lifestyle. And that's what happened for me, just changing my mindset when it came to what I was doing on a daily basis and what I was eating. That's why I call the company, as far as one section, Taste the Discipline, because we always strive for what we taste the most. We sniff things, but we taste things the most when it comes to food. So I'm super excited about being able to partner up whoever, because I want to spread this around the United States. My ultimate goal is to have 2 to 3 business partners at every 50 states. All 50 states. and even if I haven't physically been there just yet, I believe like we can still do business together because take African Emporium and Monica Lamb for a prime example. They have never physically met each other in person, but they've been making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars with each other over the last 5 to 7 years, so that's pretty exciting to me. So the platform that you guys have set up, I'm super excited to be involved. I have a platform myself where I can get people involved as well too, when it comes to being able to promote health and wellness to others that they know, and if they don't have a significant space where they can get products. But I see that what Monique was telling me about the other gentleman having a platform, I like the fact that we have things like that. So, I set up an affiliate program with that type of mindset for individuals to be able to promote and be able to get some information out there about the actual product that I have on hand, and I'll break bread with them, because the way this thing works is networking. If I know somebody out here in this world knows 100 people that I don't know. So it's a beautiful thing to be able to just, huh?
Yeah, went out a little bit.
No, it's a beautiful thing to be able to spread the word through multiple different avenues when it comes to networking with people. So definitely, if anybody's interested in that, if they try my product out, they like the product, people that's asking about the product, they have people that's asking about the product, and they're looking to receive some information about how they can benefit, make some part-time money, and change some lives in their area. And we all for it on this end. We're all for it. And any type of support system, any type of feedback anybody can give me. I am one of those business owners that loves to learn. And if you're not a business owner that loves to learn, then I don't know why you're in the business. But, definitely, man, I'm looking forward to all the feedback that anybody has for me.
Right. So this is the affiliate program. You guys can go to the website. I posted them in the chat. I'm trying to get all the companies in the chat. So that was David. So you guys can post in the Zoom chat, David, Corey, so you guys can connect in reference to the product. I want to show another website, which is Westbrook Commercial and Janitorial Services. So if anyone's out there and you're looking for someone to come out and clean and electrostatic spray in reference to COVID and germs, or strip floors, you got a building, and somebody come hook you up. Boom, there it is. Westbrook Commercial Janitorial Services is the website. And let me show you some of the work. Here's some of the work. Bam. Get them houses clean. Spring is coming in. The pollen is kicking y'all's butt. I know it's kicking mine right now. And, we'll make some changes. Look for somebody to do some great work. There it is right there. Westbrook Commercial Services. So I want to make sure I definitely promote my booth like I promote everybody else. There it is. Those are the websites. So Chris, you still available? Where you at? All right, so I'll keep going.
Yeah.
So basically, welcome to anybody who just tuned in to Urban Economic Empowerment Show. And I really definitely wanted to get the point out, don't wait for help when you could create it. We have some brothers on the panel, I'm sure some sisters on the panel as well, who have their own and doing some things. We started off the show sharing what some folks have done to economically increase their net worth. I'm super impressed with Chris because I know he sells sneakers. I know he uses these apps he uses every opportunity that these apps offer, and I'll let him share his screen. But listen, when he said that he made over 100K in selling sneakers last year, and then that there is a program that that he wants to share with people that they can get affiliated with some of these sneaker companies and make money. I know all of us are always interested in multiple streams of income and ways that we can do things different and make money, right? So my little antenna went up because I know
Sorry,
does.
I want in. I'm sorry. I want in. I'm sorry. I'm a
Yes.
sneakerhead. I want in.
Listen, Chris, you know, when one thing I like, let me say this. One thing I like about Urban Economic Empowerment and the men and women that I've been affiliated with since 2016, since the God Killer changed my life. So I met all them Garfield down in New York, changed the sister life, is that it has always been about network, share information, empower someone else, and help them gain an understanding of information that can help in their immediate lifestyle, right? So, you know, most people be like, oh man, why you always big up in these guys, you know, or girls that you've met, you know, in New York or in the conscious community. Listen, since I've been affiliated, I know I have seen some changes and made some money. Now, you can run around here talking about it ain't about the money. It ain't about the money, but well, I don't know the last time me and Carolina took love to pay my light bill. Okay. And when I went and got that Genesis, that car dealer, that Honda car dealer said, you better come in here with this check for this down payment. And I was able to do that based off of just trading over 18 months and making the money. I put in probably 75% of the money I put as a down payment came from me trading. That's a fact. So I love my brothers. And so when Chris said that today, I was like, well, wait. Now, I haven't made 100K trading, okay? You know, don't get no ideas out there. Not yet. Not yet. I kind of stopped my little strategy. You know, I started my little $20 strategy. Everybody always laugh at me about my little $20 strategy. But guess what? As y'all notice, y'all know once I get back into the groove, my little $20 start to go 50, 100, 200.
Add up.
You what?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trading within my means, what I understand, my comprehension. So when Chris said that earlier, of course, my antenna went up. When Corey said that he sell Black-owned products on his website. You know, a few people, you know, that would love to be in that space. And David, of course, with the smoothie products, the soap and the raw sea moss and all that stuff that we do. I know he's totally interested in that area. Because I know we have an affiliate program, all of which I need to do the electronically signed documents. So I'm going to say I'm the reason that some of y'all haven't gotten your documents yet. Well, I'll get that fixed. But and then coming into when Chris said, you know, hey, there's a link. I was trying to find it on Facebook. I was successful. So I just like, hey, let me pass the mic on to him and let him do his thing. And then when he said it's tax season, I use TurboTax inside my Acorn system and got 8% of it to invest. Listen, some of you guys can frown upon these percentages, but don't be so supernatural that you think you're gonna get 100 to 200% return on things immediately. It's called over time, compound interest over time. What is a healthy? I always need to do a show on that. What is a healthy, what we may call normal or maybe satisfying percentage gain over for people to start understanding that yes, you may have saw and I'll share that after the fact. You may have saw me post and you said, wow, Mo, you got 200% gain, 400% gain, 50% gain. And said, I want that all the time. Well, you may not get that all the time. In my mind, I've been stuck with the 3% gain since Oba actually talked about that. Can we get more? Yes. But you have to be able to hone in on some, okay, what is healthy for a growing company? All companies aren't growing 100% every day. We know that. So, and I don't want to go off on the tangent on investment road just quick because I really want Chris, because I know a lot of people antennas went up because my numbers went up. I don't usually have this many people watching. When Chris said he made 100K and he can teach you how to, there's a website, some websites that he can go to and show you some things. And Chris was dropping some jewels earlier. Listen, you guys may want to attention. You know, I'm not, I big up my brothers because they don't mind sharing information. So they're making money, but guess what? They're sharing with you the methodology to do it. They're not withholding it. They're not, you know, saying, well, it's mine, you got to go get yours type of deal. They're saying, listen, first of all, it's not a sprint, but I actually understood what that comment meant when I started trading. It's a marathon. Trust me, I know what a marathon is. I know it's a slow pace, you know, over a particular distance. Take your time. You could hurt yourself type of deal. But no. Physically, I understand that, and I'm not running a marathon physically. But boy, when you get into the market, boy, you better slow all the way down, be meticulous, and understand how to make that decision, and make it, and be confident and stand on that decision. And being around them since 2016, from starting from the whole credit deal into the whole government contracting with Cheryl and into investing and everything, all of it, Andre, everybody who's participated, it's always been, you know what, I can share with you information, but it's going to take time. You're going to have to sit back and learn. Okay. So, let me stop talking because I'm on a rampage. I told y'all yesterday I wanted smoke, but Garfield went live. I was about to do a live stream, y'all. I wanted some smoke yesterday. When Chris finishes, and if time permits, there's programs out there. And David was a part of one of them with me just recently that you can help your community. But I ain't gonna go there yet. Chris, share your screen, do your thing. Listen, I want to tell you how far you've done some phenomenal stuff, persevering along the way and getting things done. And I'm super excited. So I'm ready to learn too. Hey, listen, thank you, Amateur Scholar. Let me give you a shout out to the chat while Chris get ready to share his screen. Thank you guys for tuning Urban Economic Empowerment Show. Tamika, what's up, sis? Brother OE, he's probably training, doing some mentoring sections. Peace, power, and profit to you. Michael, I am not Pablo. Peace and love to you guys. I know some of y'all have some other conversations other than in economics, but that's cool. Do your thing. Amateur Scholar, hey, thanks for the love. Everything is everything. Peace and love, James. Peace and love. Our treasure buys a good idea. We'll talk about that later. Raheem, peace and love. Even though you guys talk about something else, it's cool. Indigenous Black man, peace and love. Hey, listen, peace, power, and profit to all of you guys. Get your paper and your pen and listen to Chris build because numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Go ahead, Chris.
That's a fact. Okay, so I'll start off with this before I share my screen. So I think we all had, you know, Chris, a connection. Huh?
Chris, wait. One thing, wherever before you do it. Let me see if I can do it. I want to share. Hold on. Before you do that, I need to share something really quick. Go
ahead.
Let me can you see my screen? I'm not sharing it. Hold up. Where's it at? Where'd it go? Oh man, did I get kicked off again? Oh no, I'm not sharing. Let me share my screen real quick. This is that time of the year again, you guys. Real quick, there's a commercial break, and then I segue right into Chris. Little quick commercial break. Peace and love, Rakeem. It's this time of the year. Everybody know spring comes in. Kids are getting ready to graduate out of high school. I give out a scholarship, cash to students. I call it the Lamb Basketball Scholarship. Give it to a 2021 high school graduate with good character, have at least a 2.9 average. They have to write me an essay this year. I changed the essay question. I was inspired by the nominee, Supreme Court nominee. And so I changed the essay question to why public service is beneficial to my career. You can email that to tcv2929@gmail.com. I already have 3 recipients. I already have 2 scholarships already fulfilled. The funding, I took all my birthday cash and put it towards the scholarship. So 2 people I'll be awarding April 1st. I have never wanted to shoot. Someone just gave me, let me see, someone just sent me a Cash App and donated. She always donates to me. Where did she donate at? I know I seen $25 come through from somebody just a second ago for the scholarship. Who is it? Katrina, Issa 1971. Hey, peace and love, sis. You always donate to the scholarship fund. I did get it. That'll start my third one. So that's my first donation for today. I'll be doing this on April 1st. So thanks, Chris. All you.
All right. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So I think we all have some type of connection when it comes to sneakers. I mean, if you were a fan of Michael Jordan growing up, or any big NBA player, you kind of understand the culture, of sneakers. Nike, Adidas, Reebok, all of that, right? So what happened was in 2020, it was like May 2020, and I had been done with the sneaker game for since a kid. I had Jordans when I was kids and whatnot, and as I grew up, I stopped being into that. But I was watching this guy named Unbreakable Kicks on YouTube. I just happened, to type in, Jordans or something like on YouTube, and his videos popped up. So I started watching him. I was like, well, yeah, I'm gonna get back into the sneaker game. So from that point until now, I've been really, really into it. Investing a lot of energy and time, learning the different nuances that goes along with it, because it's more than just standing in the line at Foot Locker or, any of these retail stores, to try to, get your pair, so to speak. But it's a lot more that goes to that. And ever since I got introduced to, financial literacy, through Mo Garfield, Sister Cheryl, and then ultimately African Emporium, all of this started to, connect, like form Voltron. So I was like, man, this is a hell of an opportunity. And people may not see it like that because in a way, you still spending a certain amount of money on a product that costs, pennies, so to speak. But what you don't understand is that what used to be with sneakers is totally different now. These are collectible assets now, meaning they go up in value, once they go on the market. So, whether it's Yeezy or, Jordan or, Kobe Nikes, LeBron Nikes, Kyrie, KD, whatever player you want to pick, there's a demand for these sneakers, whether we like it or not, is here, is present. And, people are going to continue to spend until they have no more money left, because that is the type of system that we live in. So what I learned is that, applications, technology, these phones, all of that stuff is important. And as phones increase with the technology, everything basically got upgraded. So one thing that I can appreciate, being around, Mo, AE, and other people, and now, the Urban Economic Platform is networking, talking to different people, who have their own creativity, own passions, own businesses, and things they do. So with the sneaker game, it's kind of the same way. You got to network with different people, to learn certain stuff, and you make connections, you build relationships. So in my it hasn't even been 2 years yet. So in my time, I started, joining all these different groups, sneaker groups, talking to different people, learning, about, these apps, these companies, and their programs and so forth and so on. And, how much value people put around these shoes or whatnot. So now, I've learned and got acclimated so much, to this game. I started, putting that together for like an investment thesis. So now I don't just spend my money just to be spending. Now I have an investment thesis behind it. So when I buy shoes from Nike or Foot Locker, that's a part of my investment now. These shoes are not just, something just sitting around, I put on every once in a while when I feel like, these are collectibles now. I'm letting them build value. If I happen to wear them, oh well, I paid the money for it, but my money went into the stock market. It's been invested. It's working for me. It's not dead money sitting in the bank account. It didn't disappear, out of thin air. And, that was it. All I got was the shoe. And then I'm going to run the shoe down, after a year. And I must keep buying more shoes. So, I started thinking like, okay, that ain't my type of, thinking or how my mental is set up. I'm not going to just be buying shoes because of an emotional connection. It has to, have more value than that. So I'm going to buy the shoes and then I'm going to use the investment and the brokerage accounts through Acorns and Stash to put this money I spend to work. That way I can accrue double assets and build my portfolio going forward. And I can just sit on the shoes, whether I choose to wear them or not, and sell them at any time. Let's say, I fall on hard times, and whatever. Well, I can start unloading these sneakers, that's, worth over 100 grand and go about my business and have, stuff taken care of. People don't make 100 grand, for like 3 years. So, learning different stuff like that, where's the value at, what people find value in, what sneakers people find value in, and running with that information and, like doing options or doing trades, you you bringing together a thesis, each shoe you buy and what you want to do with that shoe. So, every shoe I get, I don't keep, I can sell, because somebody's going to want it. Some shoes may not, fly right off the radar like that. And you may have to sit on that shoe for a little while to get rid of it. But regardless of whatever you pay for that shoe, somebody is willing to pay more for it because they find more value in it than you do. So if I pay $170 plus tax $185 for a Jordan 1 sneaker, it may be going for $230 on the market. Because just like stocks, supply and demand, when that sneaker drops, it's going to go down in value until everybody gets their pairs in hand. Now, once they get their pairs in their hand, that shoe has the potential to shoot up like a parabolic move, like a Tesla going up, $80 in 5 minutes, something like that. And, the person that didn't get the shoe, that went lucky or didn't do the groundwork, the footwork, they looking at the price like, damn, man, I just missed out. I ain't gonna be able to get it. Now you got to pay a reseller who's going to charge you two or three times the price to get it because the market sets that price for that shoe. Now, every shoe is not going to do that because every shoe is not, valued or wanted by a lot of people. So what I had to learn is download all the popular sneaker apps, like the Nike app, and there's a sneakers app too that Nike has. So they have two apps. Download Foot Locker, download Champs, download Foot Action, download East Bay, download Finish Line, download Hibbett Sports, JD Sports. Find out how you can get in and, get these sneakers, why everybody else go wait in line and have to fight and wait using their time over money, to try to, reserve a pair, because that's hard in itself and it's time consuming. So, because a lot of these companies like a Foot Locker, like a Finish Line or JD Sports, they have a reward system. So you get rewarded for spending, and you get points. So I'm gonna share my screen here in a second, but before I do that, I want to kind of, go over how it works. So with Foot Locker, they have what's called Flex or FLX, right? And it's Foot Locker and all its subsidiary stores. Now with Foot Locker, you can enter raffles on, certain hyped up shoes. And then it doesn't guarantee you a win, but the more you spend, the better your chances to win these shoes. There's been plenty of times where, every Jordan that dropped, I was able to get it. And then there was times like I didn't get it. But, you have to have these different avenues. You have to know different people. And of course, these different apps where you can get your best opportunities. And sometimes you may have to go to the stores, get to know the workers, get to know the managers, which I'm not going to lie, I haven't done that yet because I prefer to stay out the stores because I don't have time to be trying to fight and, carrying my gun with me because, people want to act crazy over sneakers. I don't have time for that. So, I got a little workaround, which I will get into later because that's like the new system or the new wave when it comes to sneakers. But, utilizing these apps, not just on the shoe side, because like I said, it's an investment thesis. This is all financial literacy to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not about looking fly. It's not about, showing what I got. None of that BS, because I don't care about that. That means nothing. What matters to me is my investment portfolio. What's tangible, what I can actually exchange, for currency or for money. Because somebody can steal my shoes today and, I'm out of shoes. But I still got my Nike stock. I still got my Foot Locker stock. I still got my Netflix and Amazon stock. So I'm not bothered. My portfolio is good regardless. So the investment thesis is use the Acorns app, use the Stash app. Stash giving you a debit card. It don't matter how much they giving you on the dollar or how much you spend because it's more money that you was getting anyway. So if they give you a penny for every purchase that you purchase, damn it, I got a penny of Nike stock. I got a penny of Foot Locker, a penny of Amazon, Tesla, whatever the case. It's better than what I had before, consuming for nothing, giving all the companies my money and not get anything in return except for a product or service. And if that's all you want, cool. You can live like that. Me, I want assets. I need assets because that's how you survive in this system. You cannot survive any other way. You just paycheck to paycheck, no matter if you're rich. Well, if you're rich, you're going to have assets. But if you make a certain amount of money, and you just living paycheck to paycheck and you consume it, then, someday with inflation, you're going to go broke and you're going to die that way. That's just the fact of the matter. So I need to accrue assets more than anything. I need to accrue assets more than I consume. I don't have a problem paying $200 for a Jordan shoe because I know I can flip that shoe within a time frame. Or I can sell it. I can sell it on demand. As soon as I get it in hand, somebody's going to want that shoe. And if I can get it, you know, and I don't personally want the shoe, I can sell it. Now, granted, you know, day trading and trading options, you know, that's a different type of feel for me. I love doing that. I would never get the return from selling the shoe that I would day trade. Now I can buy a shoe for $200 and sell it for $4 or $5 if that shoe has that value, no problem. But this is why I'm blending both together, because it's about assets, it's the investment thesis, and not just being a consumer. I drill this home every year. You cannot just be a consumer, and you cannot talk money with people, you know, who don't have any assets. We don't care how much money you spent in a club or this and that. None of that matters if you have no assets. You're just gonna look good for the night. It's a memory and it's gonna be gone in due time. But I can sleep well knowing that I got 100,000, you know, in stocks and bonds and real estate. And I'm sitting on a sneaker portfolio that's worth $100,000. And, you know, you may not like sneakers. You may not like Jordan and Nike. You may think, you know, oh, these are the elitists of Wall Street people and all this other stuff. I don't care. All I know is that I can flip these shoes at any time and get a profit. I can turn a $185 shoe into a $350 shoe, and they put that cash in my hand and put it in my account, and I can take that money and do whatever I want with it. And I ain't even had to sweat to do it. It was nothing but a simple transaction. I went to the store, picked up my shoes, or they delivered it to me, and now somebody else wanted, boom, I got the money because somebody else wanted that shoe more than I did. They just couldn't get it. It's kind of like the Blue Magic with American Gangster. You know, I'm gonna sell the best product, and I'm gonna rebrand it. I'm gonna put it in Cross Services, Chris Woods, and you know, if you want this shoe, listen, this is the price. You know what I'm saying? You know, other platforms, other people, they might charge you something different, but it's asset accumulation for me. You know, so with that being said, let me share my screen, and I can just go through and show you kind of how this process works. And what I do to, you know, when I do what I do. So, all right, cool. Sharing my screen. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Damn, I hate when Facebook do that. Now I gotta go back and search this stuff up. So let's put that in. Okay, so I'll just click on right. Okay, I'm gonna try not to be long-winded, but okay, these are some of the shoes that I've picked up over the years, and some of these shoes going way over retail. I could sell them now, and you know, eat off of it for the whole month, do whatever I want, take a trip, because the shoe has value. It's increased in value over the years. Okay, let's get out of that. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling fast because I'm looking for something specific. Okay. Okay, here we go right here. So this post right here, I I posted to, because people always ask me, hey man, how you get hold on, somebody calling me, man.
Uh-oh. You dropped off? Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, he accidentally dropped off. Man, just when he's about to get the good. Somebody want to mess up. Okay, he'll probably jump back on. Hey, peace and love, Onique. How's it going? You still out of country somewhere? What's up, sis?
Peace and love. I'm still in Guyana.
How's it going in Guyana?
It's good. Looking for opportunities. I'm actually heading back to the States in May, so I'll be back up that way.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Chris.
Man. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
When people call me and I'm busy. So let me go back to the post and let's go from there. Okay, so this is how I cop shoes. First, you download the app. Now you got to spin if you want to win. That rhymes, that goes together. So you can't think you can just download the app and think you can put in a raffle and you're gonna win. Don't work like that. Sometimes you may get lucky, but you got to spend a little bit. Like the brother, with the personal training, I know he needs fitness apparel. He can probably get it cheaper elsewhere, but when they have sales and clearance, take advantage of it. I follow a lot of pages on Twitter, and they tweet day and night, discounts, shoes, whatever, anything retail, they tweeting about it. And, a lot of times the companies, they have sales. So you can pick up, a lot of your athletic apparel and, sneakers, workout shoes, all that stuff, for a decent price off of retail. So these are the links to FlexOut. And they have a program called Flex Rewards. So that's Foot Locker and the subsidiaries, which is Champ Sports, Foot Action, and East Bay. So what you would do is they actually start you off and offer you points just for doing simple stuff like signing up, connecting your Facebook, referring a friend, and little stuff like that to help get you some points and get you started. Now, what you can do with those points, let's say, like next Saturday, the Jordan 5 Horizons is dropping, and they're gonna have a raffle to where you can reserve a pair. And what they do is through the selection process, you get to pick the stores that's around your city or that's close, and they will ring your name in a raffle at all the stores, and they'll choose you to win. Now, the more you spend at these stores, the better your chances at winning that shoe. And the good thing about Foot Locker is you can do it at each store. So Foot Locker, Champ Sports, Foot Action, and East Bay. So you have multiple opportunities to, reserve this pair. And that's the great thing about them. Now, if you got kids, you can do the same thing. You can select all the grade school sizes, do the same thing in the raffles, reserve your pair. Normally on a Friday before the drop date or the shoe releases, they pick the winners. And so every time you win and you go pick up your pair, you earn points on that. And so I can kind of show you how that is now. Let me go to, let's see, Champs. We just pick Champ Sports, for instance. So I'm gonna sign in. and it's gonna say, "Good evening, Chris. You have 320,000 X points." So those points I can use to reserve sneakers. So down at the bottom, you'll hit the releases calendar, and this will show you every shoe that's releasing in that month. And they do it week by week. So you'll just scroll down, you know, and see entries open right here. So, you know, I can enter in for the Jordan 12 royalty. You know, it's a store only release. So you have to go in store to pick the shoe up. They're not doing shipping on this shoe. And you would just start entry, select your size, let's say it's a 7Y. And then normally it'll have the places, it'll ask you for your inner zip state or address. The stores that's in your area, it would allow you to select those stores, and you know, you can proceed to put your entry in or your raffle entry in to win this shoe. And you know, they'll take like 1,500 points for every, you know, raffle you do, but you'll damn near get 10 times of that back if you actually win and go pay for your shoe. And you just repeat the process just like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the manual way to do it. You know, this is your footwork, you know, using the apps, you know, spending money, you know, buy stuff on discount, buy socks or t-shirts or something like that. You know, if you don't want to, you know, spend $100 and some dollars every time, you know, buy some socks or something, you know, just to build your points up. Then after a while, you'll get to a point where, you know, you're a regular customer, you got plenty of points, and then you'll start hitting on Jordans or whatnot, or Yeezys. And then, you know, you can start, or I can't say you will be a guaranteed pair, but you will have a 90% chance of getting a sneaker because you put in the work. You know, you spent the money, you know, you're active on the app, you're active in the stores, you're spending here, spending there, you know, you're showing the company that, you know, you're a loyal customer and you're a loyal member, and your points reflect that. And they say you always, you know, you enter in raffles, you know, on all the hot release shoes. And, you know, it's kind of like, you know, that relationship. So just like these right here, I didn't win on this pair. You know, sometimes you're going to take an L, but that's why you got other apps and other avenues you can use to, you know, to win. So you just go here, lifetime points. You know, I got 759,000 points, you know, over the time frame. Because when I first started, you know, Foot Locker was in a different place, you know, like during the pandemic. But they have updated their program, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. You know, a lot of stuff changed with, you know, some of these companies in their application is because the rise in technology, you know, artificial intelligence, bots and stuff like that. So that's the other side of the sneaker game and the retail game in general, because I don't have to do any of this now. I don't have to manually do this. I'll just find somebody with a bot, or I just learn how to bot and, you know, pay them, and they'll, you know, run their bot, and their bot will check out 20 sneakers. I ain't even get one. I spent the whole hour on the website, didn't get one shoe, but this person that has the bot, he hit 25 pairs like that. You know, I'm mad as hell. And, you know, he over there, he celebrating. He about to sell every one of them pairs for at least a $50 profit. And you got kids doing this. I got kids right now, my little homies, they in high school, and they doing this on a daily basis. They making more money than adults make just by buying. Not just shoes, they buying hats, jackets, clothes, PS5s, Xbox. Like, this stuff is lucrative. This ain't no small money stuff, and it costs money to buy. Like you got to know what you're doing, because if you don't, it's just a bad investment because you don't know what you're doing. But this is the part of the networking side, that I've infiltrated, so to speak. And I'm not gonna say I'm gonna ever learn how to buy it, because you do spend a lot of damn money trying to do this stuff, and I don't have the time to be sitting down, trying to do this stuff. Maybe down the road I will, but I got all these different connections. I don't have to go to Foot Locker or JD Sports and going to stores and picking up. I don't have to do that. If I really want to shoe, I can say, hey, my man, can you run the bot on this release? And let's say you miss out on the release. You miss out on the release of that shoe and they do a restock. Well, how do you know there's a restock? They ain't plugged in like that. You think, okay, they dropped one time and that's going to be it. You may hear about it somewhere, but there's no guarantee you're going to be able to get a pair, because you got all these people that's running different bots, hitting 20 clip, 30 clip pairs of shoes every time, and you can't even get a double. You can't get a pair. So what you gonna do? Some people be in distress. They be angry with resellers, with people who do this, and I'm like, man, that's the type of world that's being created. And the pandemic actually created that. People start looking at, oh, like, man, I need to probably get into this. This is, it can be lucrative if you know what you're doing. It's like with anything. So this is how deep and how involved I got into this game now, to where, you can pay for a service and get what you want without, lifting a finger, basically. And even on top of that, you take that and, you can build customers off of that. If everybody knows you as a plug, what I'm saying, they should see you hitting every release, you getting every shoe that drop that they want and they miss out on. Now you're going to get people coming to you and wanting to pay you for your service, because you connected. So that's why, $100 grand, came just like that. I done touched so many shoes that, my closet is damn near full, because I let a lot of shoes go. I sold a lot of stuff. I kept some stuff because, I want to say it's an addiction, but, you can see the money in it, because, it's a wave now. The pandemic kind of created that. Before, people would get their shoes, you still had people in the lines and whatnot. But, everybody wasn't guaranteed a pair. So what you gonna do, if it's like this every time? You got people who get up, a whole day, travel to a city, sit outside and wait for that store to open so they can get a pair of shoes. That's how the demand is for this stuff. It's crazy. I know all type of sneakerheads across the country, and they vlog and see people doing this stuff. They got their chairs, they got their blankets, they done camped out in the car, they done drove for like 4 or 6 hours away from where they live just so they can have this shoe, have the best chance. But they not tapped in, they not plugged in to the backside of this, and that's buying, but you have to do your footwork. If you really want to shoot, you're gonna have to do your footwork. You can't sit around and act like somebody's gonna give it to you. So just like when we talk about stocks and stuff like that, due diligence, discipline equals dollars, all of that stuff still comes into play here. So it's kind of like the same thing. And that's why, I blend this stuff together. I may be spending some money or spending a little bit of time, to learn this stuff, but I'm getting paid from it. If I make a $50 profit off a shoe, that's a win for me. Just like on a day trade, if you buy an option contract on Nike, and you spend $200 and you made 50 off of it, are you going to complain about that 50? or that, 10%, 20% you made off of that? Absolutely not. You got to be crazy. Like Mo was saying, making a return on your money, you shouldn't be complaining. If you started out a penny poor in 2021, but in 2022 you made $2 profit, $2 richer, what's you gonna be like? Oh, that's $2. Well, it may not mean nothing to you because you don't value money like that. You think everything is supposed to be, a big profit. That's not how this works. It works like that. You know what I'm saying? You take what you can get. African Emporium had to, reel this in to me so many times because I wouldn't take it. I would like, that ain't enough money, man. I want $100. I want a $200 win off the trade. You know what I'm saying? What is $10? That's nothing. That's BS. $10 is something because you can take that $10 and put it on a stock and turn it into 150. I've done it. Mo's done it. African Emporium's done it so many times, and a lot of our brothers and sisters in the group have done it. Every cent matters, y'all. I'm telling you, every cent matters. And maybe it's just me and I'm a stickler for it, but every penny counts. I want my penny in the stock market. That's why I use my stash card everywhere. I don't care if the company is not public. I'm using my stash card. I need that money to go into the market. I don't care if the market is down, if 20%, 50%, I still have an asset. Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and any of these banks, they're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? The banks is BS, total BS. Once you spend that money, it's gone. You get nothing from it. The service you paid, that's it. That's why I love the stash card, and I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep screaming about it because once I put that stash card on file, Netflix gonna take their money every month. Disney gonna take their money every month, and any other subscription fee you got, they're gonna take that every month. And guess what? I'm getting stock from that purchase every month. Every time they take that money. But if you got your bank account like Chase, Bank of America, any of these banks, you're not getting anything. I don't care. You're not. And nine times out of the 10, the money that's in your bank account is being loaned to somebody else anyway. So who's winning and who's losing here? I could be buying damn McDonald's or Popeyes every day, but guess what? At least, I'm getting McDonald's stock or, Restaurant Brands International because of Popeyes. At least I'm getting that, at the bare minimum. Every penny counts. I gotta hone this in because our value system is off. We value everything except for our economics. Our economic structure is off. We think buying Louis Vuitton and Gucci and all of these companies is supposed to mean something. But if you're not a shareholder, it don't mean nothing because they are publicly traded. You can buy stock in these companies. So why would you spend $500, $600 on, their product and you're not even investing in the company, which is probably like $180 a share? How can you do that? That's not smart. Like, we got to think about this stuff. That's why we have our channel. We have our own, each of us are individually creative. That's why you have Mo, Garfield, myself, AE, and others with this platform and our own platforms to spread the gospel. So I need y'all to tip. I need y'all to tap in, pass the collection plate around, download these apps, and start getting your money invested. Simple and plain. Not trying to be long with it, but when it comes to this stuff, I'm passionate about it because I see our issues. And our issues are spending. We can spend, that's fine. Everybody's going to be a consumer, but you can't just be a consumer. you have to be an investor as well. Your money has to matter at some point. You know, you got a lot of people that, you know, have 401ks. That's great. That's great. You know what I'm saying? But what about the home? What does the house have? Don't you know that, you know, whatever you do from the time you have a child and the money you put up for that child, let's say you put it in an index fund like the S&P 500, and you sit on that for 18 years, and let's say it yields only a 8% return on that money. By the time your kid goes to college, he'll have a down payment for a couple years, or hell, it might be paid off. Or hell, I can take my sneaker collection, cash it in. Hey, son, you good. You ain't got to worry about no student loans or, you know, getting in college debt or scholarships. Man, you can go whatever school you want to. Because guess what? My sneaker portfolio worth 300 grand. And I don't mind cashing that out because I want you to do what you need to do. Or whatever the case is. Even if you wanted him to start his own business. You don't need to go to the bank, get a loan. We got the loan right here. Sneakers. All my Jordan collection. How much you need? 300 grand? Cool. You want to franchise at McDonald's? Bet. We got some of the money right here. We got the down payment. What you need? 15%? That's the scope I'm thinking in. Everybody ain't there yet. But we getting there. And we need to keep pushing that. So, you know, I kind of digress from that.
Okay, Chris. Listen, I'm trying to see. Hold on, I want to share my screen and show the acorns, but I don't want to show my account. Let me see if I can move it up. I can't.
Listen, post them links in the chat. Y'all download Acorns and Stash tonight. Get that free money they're giving. Get the free stock.
Let's see. I'll just go back. Okay, I think I'm gonna just share it without. Okay, so let me share. Of course, you know, we've been known for lengthy live streams, and people be like, "Man, you guys go forever." But when I tell you the information, I would just listen to the streaming parts. Sometimes I have a rhyme or reason how I want to break it down. You know, I started the year with wanting to do some things. I got really busy, had some medical things going on, and I just kind of got out of whack a little bit. But I said, you know what, let me get back into it because I'm posting and people are asking me questions, and it's like, you know, I would rather just share in a video and you could go back and you could review at your leisure. I think that the first area I went to when I first started investing, and listen, we're not financial advisors, we're not professionals, we're not licensed or anything. We're just sharing our experiences. If you like or hear anything that is beneficial to you, listen, do your research, do your due diligence. We are not offering you advice. We're just sharing how you could benefit. That's it. That's all we're doing. I'll just share how we benefit and how we're maneuvering in this world. So let me share my screen real quick. So
Mo, real quick.
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to show something real quick.
Oh, go ahead. Let me stop.
I forgot to show something real quick. So I just wanted to show a transaction I did in store to kind of show, you know, how it looks when I swipe this card at a retail store at like Foot Locker. So let me show it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is my IG. Can y'all see my screen? Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, so I paid with my Stash card right there, and the notification came up, stock from your 2/1650 purchase. You got a piece of Foot Locker thanks to the stock back card. Blah 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 blah. It's that simple, y'all. So it ain't a scam. It's real life, full effect. Take advantage, man. That's all.
Yeah, I definitely do it all the time. I use my stash card. Okay, so speaking of stash, we do this called stash party. So if you're enrolled in stash, you guys can give me your links in the back check. I can post your links. I can post my links. We're not selfish over here. We're sharing the wealth. One of the things I was going to mention earlier when Chris was talking about investing, you could use your first $20, right? Open up your fintech account. Use, let's say, Stash, for instance. Okay. You go into Stash and you start this account, right? Your asset account for equities. Oh man, hold on. I got it stuck on my stash part. I'm going to show you stash part in a second, but let me show you this part, right? You start with $5. You start with $5. You start with $5, right? Let me go back. I want to do that. I want to show you where it has for every person that you bring in a stash, it is a paid subscription. You know, you got your $1, your $3, and you have your $9. For every person that you bring in, you get $20. Yep, you get $20. I wanted to show it on here, but I'm not logged in. Oh man! But anyways, you get $20. So let's say you like, you know what? I'm gonna start, and I'm just gonna share this. This is why I stay in. There's a reason I stay in MyEcon, which is the personal financial success company. So that's my home-based business that allows me
Damn.
tax deductions, right? I can talk about this. What you gonna say, Chris? Oh, I can talk about financial literacy. Go ahead.
No, go. I was telling you, go ahead. Talk about.
Oh, okay. I can speak about financial literacy anywhere I go. I make it a business trip, and I teach people about MyEcon, and I'll talk about some of the fintech accounts that you can use to invest in, and I also share some of the websites that are beneficial to your research methodologies, right? And I stay in MyEcon as the home-based business. I was going to start this live stream off and try to bag this in, but I kind of got ahead of myself because I got excited, and talk about the tax benefit of the home-based business, because for a lot of individuals just kind of go over their head because it's information they haven't heard before. But having a home-based business such as MyEcon, and it's internet-based, you have no overhead. Only your subscription, and your subscription is tax-free. I mean, not tax-free, I'm sorry. You get to write off on your taxes because you can use it. It's a subscription, and it's on the schedule. It's you can put it on your schedule when you file your taxes. So just having that, moving around, mileage write-off, I mean, you name it, you can get it. Talking about this stuff right now. If I wasn't at home, being at home, as you can see in my office space, gives me the opportunity to write off the office, right? Having that as a home-based business. If I, let's say I didn't have a job, right? And I wanted, to do my own thing and start a business, I can literally promote these other companies. People subscribe. I get $20 every time someone joins Stash, right? Up to $1,000. That's $1,000 that you don't have to use your own money, that you can use to invest to get your portfolio on the right start, right? So I just wanted to share that from earlier. If you could start with $5, if you have friends and they are kind of weary about investing, but they want low risk, but they do want to do something, then these are the opportunities you want to share with them. Because come on, you could do five. My nephew could do $5. He earns that. The other benefit about these accounts, guess what? You have the opportunity to do custodial accounts with your children, right? You can open up an account and you can let your kid trade. Where's Kim? Kim might be out there somewhere. Kim's son, Kim is up in, I think, Baltimore, Maryland area. And when we start, when I in particularly, we started sharing my stash screen and showing people my growth over time and all that great stuff, being scared to trade, holding on to my money, only wanting to do $5 and $10 at a time. Her son would watch our streams and she opened up him an account and he started trading. As a matter of fact, that's where I started trading. She showed us some of the equities that he had invested in, and GameStop was one of them. And I remember I got GameStop for myself. My brother got GameStop. My Uncle Charles got GameStop. And when GameStop had went up that time at the end of the year, and everybody was like, jumping on the wave. We had gotten GameStop we had put like $7 and $5 because remember I was cheap. But to make $500 off of $5 off of a tip from a young kid was great, right? So those are the type of things that you can do with having that custodial account. So that's why we pay the $9 a month for it. You see, you get two custodial accounts. So instead of, let's say your child earned good markings on their report card. It's about to be the end of the year, or maybe it's about to be spring break, and you want to reward them. Instead of giving them a whole bunch of cash for them to go and candy and I don't know, whatever kids do these days, spending money, let one or a percentage of what you give them go towards their future and teach them. Kids will learn how to do this if they know they can earn every day, right? I remember Thunder saying once before his son wanted some money. I think it was like $100 or so. And he was like, oh no, he opened him up a Moo account. I think his son was 16 at the time. Taught him how to read the RSI and trade. Son earned his $100, withdrew his $100 and went on his merry way, right? And now I'm gonna teach you how to make your own money. We're not just gonna do it like this. This is the power of getting involved in some of these fintech accounts, right? So Stash offers what they call a stock after party every now and then. You get to, when you go onto the site, you get to click and get reminders and it comes to your email. So when you go to stashparty.com, I'm already signed up. So let me see. It's ended. So today we just did Snap. Was it Snap? Yep, Snap, right? Oh, Snap is for Friday. I'm sorry. April 1st at 8 p.m. There'll be another Stash party and we'll do Snap. Today we did this company here at Asana Incorporated, right? This is how many people participated in it. And it's just a fractional share, right? But guess what? That adds up over time. I was in somebody's live stream 2 days ago, I think it was, and I was talking about the Amazon split, the 20-1. And she said, she said, hey Mo, I got Amazon stock when I was graduating. I think she said when she was graduating out of high school, and it was at $20 per share. She spent her money. I think she said she got 250 shares at $20, and her brother spent his on buying a car. And they thought she was crazy. And everybody knows that Amazon is over $3,300 today. So you already know her portfolio looking like, right? So I was sharing how, don't frown upon these little fraction of shares, because who knows in the future how much that money can actually grow. So now Chris said that he takes his Stash card, because we have where you get the actual stock back card right here, right? And he connects it to his Acorn, right? So I have Acorn as well. Of course, I just showed you all my cards. Bam. Okay, and listen, when you go to the store, hey Chris, what kind of reactions you get when you use your cards to pay for a transaction? And people, when they feel it, they be like, "Ooh, that's a heavy card. There must be a lot of money."
Yeah, they do say that. It's like, what kind of card is this?
Yeah,
it's a heavy card.
Yeah, it's a heavy card. They love it. They adore it. It was like using the black card when Garfield was using the black card, and people absolutely loved that black card, right?
Yeah.
But the black card wasn't an investment card, so I moved to these here. I still have my black card actually.
I do too. Show them that metal card.
I have to find it. I have it. I'll get it. I'll do it on the next stream. So on the Acorn, what I was going to show you all what Chris was talking about, I'll click on it and I hope it doesn't show my number, but I don't think it will. Here. So what he's talking about, when you go to your Acorn, and you see, we're not playing. We've been in since what? 17. I met Chris, I think I mentioned 16, right?
Yep.
The latter part of 16, going into 17 when Brother AE started, we were sharing on Sinetta Urban Economic Empowerment Show on Wednesdays. And so boom, so this not a front. We've been rocking since then. So when you go into, you hit your name on your Acorn account right here where it says link accounts, that's where you would link your stash card, because on your stash account, you will also see on your stash account, let me open it up on another screen, my stash, and I'll move it over so you don't see my numbers. When you get into your stash account, just like Cash App has account number and routing number, and Cash App, you can direct deposit on your phone, on your Cash App now. Same thing. These apps, you can link cards, right? So Chris links his stash card to his Acorn card. That's what he means. And by doing that, when he shops at any of these stores, there's a lot of them. As you can see, I earn like $4 and some change. I use mine as well. I need to get better like Chris do. I use all my money. I used to have much more.
That's $4.43 in additional income. Yes.
See, I got $55 going every month, but I need to step up how I do it. So I need to change up some things this year, this quarter, matter of fact, tomorrow. And then, so any of these companies you go to, you see these percentages. Remember, Chris, we loved My Econ for that cashback mall, and it took the cashback mall away.
Yeah, that was extreme. I was for this, man.
Yes.
Cashback
So
mall was the stuff.
Right. So now the Acorn, we came here and like, boom, here, look, over 1,200 plus stores. Our cashback mall only had 600 at the time. So you could go here and there are stores. Hold on, let me go back.
And they got the extension for on the website too, and on your mobile device. So you can get the extension for your web provider, which if you got Safari or Google Chrome.
Okay. So boom, here you go. Look at all the companies that you get specific. This is what Chris, look, y'all did y'all taxes on TurboTax, bam. And so one may say, well, how do we get this? So especially so we know we go into stores, we swipe cards. For TurboTax, when you click on it, you log in. Filings, you go here to do it, and you log into your account from here, and it automatically registers through. Right? Look at this. Nike, I stay on the Nike piece. Some of y'all got those Cricket phones. Let that. Yep. Listen, don't be ashamed. Shoot, I know you paying them bills. If they gonna give you $1 back, that's 20. What we see, you pay your bill once a month. That's $12.
Yep.
Look at Macy's. I mean, all these different stores. Some people shop at some stores more than others.
And there go my company Self right there. Self, get your credit right.
Where's it? I missed it.
Scroll right up there. Go right there.
Self, right? There's a lot of people who paying Self right now. All you need to do is change your subscription. Log into your subscription and pay it through here, right? Pay your subscription through your Acorn app. That's $5 back to invest. Listen, this money adds up over time. Okay, it's so many. So if you book it trips, things of that nature, like make it work for you. You already have the ID and password to log on to these places. Just log on it through your Acorn app. Pass it through your Acorn app. And there it goes, right? Send your money there. Don't be afraid to send your money somewhere other than a bank. You ain't getting no money there. Right. You gonna pay your bills anyway.
Right.
Look, this is what you were talking about. Hulu, Series X,
Hulu, ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus. Lord knows I never make some changes because I got all three of these. What else we got on here? I mean, it's just so much, so much that so many companies, you know, where you put your fuel. This is just a few.
Yeah.
That's your job.
So when you get that extension, you know, and you surfing on the web, you know, the activate now button will pop up to where it'll let you know what
Now, what
the
do you
company.
mean? What do you mean extension?
Okay, so you know what? I'll have to share my screen so you can see it.
Okay.
But whenever you get done or whatever.
Okay. So you also now, so we talked Stash, Acorn. Robinhood also has a card.
Yep.
Robinhood has a card. So everybody's so, you know, rah over Cash App, but guess what? And I guess if you're using your Cash App, I don't know, we use your Cash App card, it doesn't go to its stocks unless you're supposed to set it up. Does it?
They do have the Bitcoin thing now too. They did add some additional stuff to their Cash card with Cash App.
Oh, I do know that. Right. So
Yeah.
Cash App has a card as well. BAM. Yeah. I'm sorry, Robinhood. They have a debit card. Look at that. I need to have them send my card because I swear I can never get it.
Oh, yeah. So Robinhood did upgrade. So now you can earn crypto and stock with your card. It used to be just you earn interest on the money that you had on the card.
You can do your direct deposit. Like the traditional way of doing things like these, there's so many people winning on the untraditional ways till it's, you know, is crazy like that. And this drives me to my point. This drives me to my point that the reason I titled the show, don't wait for help when you can create it. The reason I wanted the smoke today was because of the fact that the opportunities that are available to us when it comes to making money outside of your normal labor work is ready available, but it's more of a distant learning type of deal, right? So you got to put in some work. You know, you have to sit there, you have to read, you have to do the very one thing that you didn't want to do anyway. But you don't have to wait for institutions to give you the go or pay an institution for you to grasp this information. It does take some time, but it's not the type of time that's unattainable, right? So I went back to my little $20 a day strategy. I was trying to explain this to someone. They was asking me, and I need to. Dang, I think I'm on the wrong TradingView account. I'm gonna segue into investing right here. Let me see something. I think I'm in the wrong TradingView account. I wanted to show. Let me bring up some indicators, moving average. And someone was asking me, let's see, I think I can run through. All right. Let me change these real quick to the ones that I most likely use. Right. And it said, hey Mo, how do you know when to go in that? This is and this is just one. And I have the brothers on the panel, so and the sisters, and everybody has their own strategy. I'm just gonna show you what I've been doing in the last couple of days that I just like to do. So all right, that helps me. And even though I know other ways, I like this one the most. So the day before, I've been doing some option plays to get my little $20. And the day before or the week before, whatever it is, and I'm doing my due diligence on a particular asset, I pull up my TradingView And I may do year to date, may do 1 year, right? And I look at the chart, I look left to trade right, right? And I'm looking and I'm thinking about my support and resistance, or I may not even think about that. I may just look at the chart and I'll put it on the 1 hour. Okay. I'll start with the 1 hour and I'll look at my moving averages. I love the moving averages and I love the Bollinger Bands. Those just my babies, because those probably because they were taught to be first, right? And I'm a stickler for, watching to see when this 20 cross. Let me see if I can do like AE and draw. He does this well, right? I'm a stickler for watching this area here, like this, where that 20 cross that 50, right? And brings that uptrend here in this bullish fashion. I'll go look at the options and see if I want to spend a certain dollar amount to make an options play, because I know that when this 20 moving average crosses this 50, that it's going to bring a bullish or it's going to go in an uptrend, right? And as you can see, hey, the charts don't lie, right? I'm looking for that, right? And that's when I want to do an options call. And at that point, I use the Bollinger Bands to decide what call I would be comfortable with fulfilling, right? Now, if I want to stay past this also, where 20 cross the 200, sometimes I'll stay. That's when you see me make a little bit more than $20. I'll get a little savvy. But when I see this red cap, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to sell it. I get a little scared, right? Then I can hear AE in my head saying, trust your indicators, right? And then, right, I'll just kind of watch it. Same thing here. The 50 crossed the 200, some more comfort for me, right? It's continuing to go. Why would I stay if I would like to stay? Okay. That's, those are the things I'm looking for if I'm going to do a call. That will cause me to make a decision to do a call. That's outside of news, finding out if there's any catalyst out there that's causing the SPY to go up or down. That's outside of internet. That's just purely me just looking at my technicals and me just making that decision, right? And I'll get a call with it there somewhere. And then let me clear that. If I was for put, it would be when the higher moving average goes underneath the lower moving average. So as here, where the 200, no, that's not the 20, the 20 goes under the 50 here. So boom, you see the pullback, right? I hope Shanika's out there listening somewhere. Okay, because this one's for you and my other little buddies I was talking to today. I talked to about 3 or 4. Okay, and that would trigger me to think about doing a put here. When it does that. Okay. So that's with the moving average. Let me get those off. So when I did close that out. I think it was Robinhood, since we're speaking of the cards. Robinhood. Because of today and yesterday. This particular move here. Right here. Let me see if I can make that bigger. Bring it down a little bit. Right here. So, like I just stated, let me bring up my little deal again. I bought 3. I've never bought 3 options before. However, right? I think I bought the first one here on 28 off of this move here. Right? And then I bought 2 more here. Right here. Both of these. So the 20, not only did it cross, the 50, it crossed the 200. And then the 50 crossed the 200. Oh, that was a wrap, honey. Listen, I should have made a whole lot of money right there because I actually saw, I literally watched it. I knew. And then after that, you start looking at other ways, that the stock, that'll keep it going in a bullish fashion and all that extra stuff. But I knew it. Like, I already knew that it was going to go, it was going to continue. But I still, when I get afraid, I see them red candles popping up, especially this one right here. I sold here, I sold here, but I purchased another one. So I'm still holding on to one. And I purchased them at the April 1st. But my first options was a $13 call. The second one was a $13.50 call. And the last one I have right now is a $14.50 call. So it's not that, I could not have made more money because I clearly seen this. I did. I just didn't, because my mind, I said, okay, you know what? I remember last year when I was saying, you know what, I'm gonna do my $20 a day. And then I start moving irrationally outside of my goal of what I said I was gonna do, because that's what I was comfortable with. I'm comfortable with making my $20. And oh, by the way, when I recognize I've made it, that it's continuing the uptrend, and I'll wait for a little bit and then I'm gonna sell. For me to stay a little longer, I'm not there yet. I'm just not there yet. Even though I know, I don't know why I pull the trigger, but I just do. So I said, you know what? I've learned I can be a little bit more patient. I have to learn how to settle down just a little bit more. But how can I kind of get over this fear? So I said, you know what? I'll just buy more than one or two of those calls or puts. I'll buy more than one contract. And then that way, if I pull the trigger on the first one, I'm a little at ease because I still got two more, or I still got one. And then I can say, I pulled the trigger, but I still got a couple of them running, right? That's the only way I can right now that I can kind of settle myself down. But this now, I would tell you, so somebody say, okay, how did you know to go with Robinhood? Well, I ain't gonna sit up here and act like, I'm Sunny and I studied it and I found it, right? I have Black Box, and it's something that showed up on Black Box. Let me see. Let me get out of this. And I think they have a promotion this month. I know I have Black Box. I know AE have Black Box. I think Chris have Black Box. Let me see if I can remember how to get on my thing. But what I had to learn was I had to learn how to be patient and to gather information and then allow the information to excite me, then calm me, and then make money from it, profit. Because I was just like, sometimes I don't know where my mind be, honestly speaking, and I'll just do crazy things sometimes. But I got back on it and I said, you know what? Wow, I got back on it quick and I'm making more than 20 a day very quickly. So then I'm getting a little bit confident. However, I won't say I've arrived yet because I have to buy more than one in order for me to not make those changes. So here's Black Box. Let me get out of here. So I have Black Box, and I remember, I don't know if it was Corey or it was another brother who was on with us one day, and they said, well, Black Box give you alerts and there's an app. Because I was like, it's hard for me to stay at a computer or whatever. And when he said the app, I put the app on my phone. So I get the alerts. They just be popping up in the morning. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start paying attention to the alerts in the morning. Or I'm going to start paying attention to when the alerts pop on my phone. I'll put the app on my phone. So anyway, and I remember Brother AE saying, if you got Black Box, you should be able to make, you can make that money back. You could pay that subscription by just following some of the education from the Black Box. And I'm like, man, I've had black box for a while. Obviously, I'm not doing something right because I'm not, and not that I couldn't benefit. I just wasn't using the tool properly. So when the brother said get the app, that has helped me. And so I'll log on, and I think sometimes I'll go to the team trades and I'll watch them. I'll watch and see what they're doing, and then I'll go do the due diligence on what they're trading. And so that particular day on the 28th, I did Robinhood, and then I also did today I did Krispy Kreme. Today I did Krispy Kreme. And so same concept. Now, so I say I'll watch, I see what they're doing. I seen their trade, and I said, let me go check out Krispy Kreme and see what they're doing. So I'm not gonna buy it, the contract, just because someone on Black Box stated it. What I do is I say, okay, I think I like Krispy Kreme. Let me go over here and check them out. So when I came in, boom, this is my confirmation of entry. Same thing I just said before. There's no secret, no rocket science. That 20 moving average went over that 50, boom, uptrend, right? Why do I stay in, or why did I get another contract? 20 moving average went over the 200. Again, 50 over the 200, 20 over the 50. Look what it's done, right? Then I thought I was doing something. I said, you know what? Oh, Krispy Kreme doing some things, all right. But I know at some point that price might pull back a little bit because you got gaps, right, to fill. Things of the nature. I know a little something. I learned a little something in class. So I say, today I didn't buy a call here, right here, bam. When that 20 dropped on that right there, I bought a put. But I had already bought it because on another time frame, I seen it getting ready to form. I seen this particular pattern getting ready to form. So I bought the put up here. So I have a put on this, and it's earning money right now. I think when I showed you guys in the chat, it was at $5, but I had already bought it up here that started to come down. Yeah, Brandon, you see me? You see me, Brandon?
I see you shining. I see you. Yeah.
Yup. I said, listen, I have to get back. I don't know what I was thinking about or what I was doing, but I have to go back where I was earning. I learned. I was really impressed with my progress and how much I had profited, how well I was doing in the market just on my little knowledge. And I say, okay, I need to be able to sharpen my skill. So I need to go back to what I know. And so that's the only thing that I do. Now, I got some people out there, and I know how y'all do. Y'all be like, show me some receipts. So I'm gonna show y'all my little receipts. I got a few from today. Show y'all my little receipts or whatnot, so you can see that I'm not, that I'm telling you something value. And now I've learned. I'm gonna put these in a slide too. Do like AE. I'm gonna try to show when I actually make the decision, and to show the moving averages on the screen so that you all can see, that I'm actually making those decisions at that time. So I started screenshotting the chart and the options play on my phone so that I can show in real time. And does something crazy. Hold on. In real time that I'm actually making these plays and how much. And it's not a whole lot. Now let some other people too share what they're doing. I know everybody have a few different. Oh Lord, I done messed up. Hold up. Let me do it again. A few different ways that they are, a few different methods that they're using in the market. So I'm gonna let you do that too. Let me put these back in because I had it, and obviously I did something crazy and it went away. So I'll just share a few of them so you can actually see what I'm saying. I know some people in the chat again. Thank you guys for tuning in to Urban Economic Empowerment Show. Let's see. So boom, here's my my Krispy Kreme shot. Remember I told you I had gotten another one. This call and the craziness, right? That particular Krispy Kreme move, as you can see, it had gone up to $15.49. And my expiration date was April the 14th. So I could have stayed in a little longer, but y'all know I get a little nervous. So I take my little money and I run. This was my Robin Hood or whatever. This was actually up over $200. But when I sold it, well, the next day, I was doing too much yesterday, and I ran out of trades, so I had to wait. And
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I had to wait.
No, you didn't. Well, how many platforms we told you to get?
I know, but Brad, I didn't put it in multiple platforms.
Come on now, Mo.
I know I should have, and I only had it in Webull. So by the time this morning, it went back down, and I only got $100. So, but it was up like 207 or something like that, and I had screenshot it. And remember, I told you, when I got out, I got another one. This the one this the put that I bought. See, it was up $5, but I think it's up a little bit more than that right now. So that's a couple of them. So how am I doing? I'm doing pretty good.
You should actually. Do you have like a video editor on the Apple?
I don't know.
You should clip this up from the time you pulled up this chart and the time you're explaining this whole thing, and just throw it on your on your YouTube channel. This is great stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the reason I've been doing my screenshots. I'm gonna put it in a PowerPoint. I'm gonna try to put them in a PowerPoint. Let me see. I have some more because I started getting back in the swing of things a couple of weeks ago. I think at the beginning of the month. Well, let me show my SPY. I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna put them in a PowerPoint. Tax season always got me going wild. So I'm starting to slow down a little bit from tax season. This was my SPY move on the 25th. Let me see. Yep. And listen, for me to spend $143, I made my little $26 and I rolled out. But let's look at the SPY. Let's see what happened March the 25th. I think Sonny had said something. Oh, I thought it was Chris. And Sonny and I and Shanika and this guy Chris in another back chat was having a conversation, and Sonny had made a comment on the SPY. So on the 25th, I had gotten that. Let me go back and look. Contract. Yeah, it was. I got it. I got it the same day, on the 25th, and I got it so quick. I made my little. Let's see. In the morning. Hold on, let me scrunch it in. The 25th. Yeah. I got into it and I made my little $20 when I seen this candle. I came out, that red long candle. And Sonny said 20%. Wait for 20%. And I was at 18.53. And I was like, forget Sonny, I'm taking my $26 and I'm running. Where's Sonny? Is he still on here? He got off. Sonny got off. Oh man, that was funny. I was gonna tell him that. And I was like, shoot, I'm taking my little $26. I'm not about to play with the SPY today. Get my $20 and I'm out of here. But anyway, does someone have a question or anything? But I mean, and I know there's bigger moves that could be could be made. But for me to get back into the groove of trading, this is kind of like where I'm at with it. And I've done the same thing with the SPY. I've done the same thing. What is it at? The 25th, right here. When these moving averages cross, and as you can see, where is it? This one. You know, I'll watch the moving average. I'll say, okay, I'm looking at it, and it's like, oh, it's still over, you know. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm watching. I can make a move up in here somewhere. You know, like if I was going to plan for the next day, I missed it today because I was doing payroll. But if I was going to do something, you know, the SPY trading tomorrow, there's an options play tomorrow and on Friday, the 31st and the 1st. So if I was looking at this right here, right, I'm looking at the chart and I'm preparing. I'm like, okay, whoo, there goes the 200 moving average. There goes the 20. There goes the 50. Now this is on the 5-minute chart. I'll back it up to an hour. It's the hour chart. Knew that looked a little funny for me on the 25th, right? At the end of the day, today, I'm trying to start looking at it between 2, 3 o'clock and whatnot. But I missed the mark because I was doing payroll. But anyway, in the after hours, so I'm looking at it. I wouldn't have probably purchased. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me back this up to one day. Let me do one day. There we go. All right, so and I'm looking at my moving averages and I'm like, ooh, so under the 200, this is the 1 minute chart for one day. And then there's the 20 crossing the 50. And if someone, because I think a lot of times, you know, we're in the back chat and say, okay, where you think, what direction you think the SPY is going to go, right? And I'm looking and I'm like, okay, there go that 20 cross that 50 again. Let me do my little drawing. Here in the after hour, right? And it's kind of started hitting the uptrend. And then I don't think this is the 3 White Horse or whatever. But anyways, we know these green candles going up means something, right? And so in the morning, what I would be doing, I would just be looking to see if this moving average is still going in the upward direction or what has happened to change. I'm gonna show you what tricked me the other day. Now I'm not saying I'm always right, but let me show you what tricked me. BP. To show you what BP moving average did to me. I was so mad. Let me show you BP. I'll show you right when it did it. Boy, I was hot. Right here. It was at 1600. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it on the screen. And I know some people use, y'all use your trend lines. Y'all do a whole bunch of stuff. This is just what works for me. Right here. I was so mad. I was convinced that this moving average 20 was going to cross that 50 and it was going to keep going. And as you can see, what it did. It came through and then went through. I was so mad.
Got him.
It's like, God dang. If I would have just been patient and waited a few seconds to look at the chart, but that's on the 1 minute. Let me look at it on let's see, yeah, got him was good too. Let's see, 15-minute chart. Oh man, I should have marked that area.
But it was another indicator that came out, a piece of news that came out. What happened to the price of oil?
See, that's my problem. See, I would have been paying attention to all the calluses that could have happened.
Yep.
and I would have seen that little area of opportunity, and it
Oh, you
just.
could have got that.
But I didn't change the view. This is the 15-minute chart. Now, let me see the 1 hour. What the 1 hour would have looked like in that time frame. I need to start boxing it so I can show where I made my mistakes at on a particular, I think it may have been no. So over here. Well, it ain't gonna show in the 1 hour. But the 15-minute and the 1 minute, you could clearly see how I made that trick the world out of me, boy. I was hot. I was like, man. And normally I'm a little bit more patient, but it just got me right here. Anybody want to add anything in? What's up, peace, power, and profit. I was just giving you some kudos. So yeah, and now I did now I could tell you that I looked at I already told you guys about Krispy Kreme, and I told you about my Robinhood, and I told you about my SPY. I think those were all the ones in the last couple of weeks that I did. So this week, my P&L is $90.37. So I'm a little happy about that or whatnot, because I can make some crazy errors sometimes. Let me see. So I did the SPY. I think the 18th I did the SPY. On the 25th I did the SPY, and I did Robinhood this particular week. Robinhood and Krispy Kreme were the ones I did this week. So yeah, so I was pretty excited about it. But again, Black Box, I looked to see what they were doing, and a lot of the stuff that they were trading I didn't really like, so I didn't go in on them. But those two I like, and those two I benefited from. Yep. I start to look at an AMD. I seen a lot of movement on it on AMD. Also, let me see. Not the scanner. Where's the there's a part on here. Oh man. I need to spend a little bit more time on how to read it, read flow. It was a flow for Twitter. But I don't know. I looked at it and I wanted to play it, but there's a flow. Let me look on my phone real quick. For Twitter, it's a flow play that's on Black Box for Twitter, but I wasn't really convinced. But it is one out there for the $51 call. I was just now here. I probably should look for me an option. Let me go to bar chart. You guys can stop me at any time and talk about another stock or another play if you want to. I'm just at this point, I'm just kind of talking about some of the stuff that I've gotten into in the last week. So let me look at the options on Twitter. I'm okay, I'm getting better. I need to give you a call back too. All is well. Let's see here. I think they're doing 325. Oh, wait. Oh, this is old then. Never mind. I think, oh, no. I'm sorry. 520. 520. And we are looking at, I don't have enough positions. Let me see how do I add expiration dates.
Go to stackable. Click all.
Wait, where?
Uh, go to. It should be right there. Go to your left. No, the left. Right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So I'm in now probably at 20. So I probably do 50.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is May 20th. And 50. Hold up. Let me see. 51. I said 51 there. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. It's I know 5/20 is the expiration date. Oh, I'm sorry, 44. I was looking at the wrong thing. 44 strike price. That's what they're using. Now, as you can see. Now, that's for Twitter. So I guess what I needed to do is say, okay, let's figure out some news. What's going on with Twitter that they are front loading these call option, $44 call options in Twitter. Anybody know? They launched the dark web to bypass Russian sensors. That was March the 10th. Anybody have any other news on Twitter? Let's see. February. The senior advised 1 billion senior notes offerings. So, but anyways, so that's all I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Because they've that's on the black box, option, what do they call it? Option play. Yeah, it's a little traffic going on over there on the flow play, because it has a lot of flow. They did this on March the 25th. So obviously something was said or done on March the 25th that all of that flow for Twitter came in. So yeah, that's that. Now, I was just looking for, I was like, well, I want to buy a call, but so this right here, so today I could have made a little decision right there. Let me look at the 1 hour chart. Nah, I would have missed it. See, on the 16th, I probably would have done something, but now I'd probably chill out for a little bit to see what's going to happen in the morning. So I just been watching it to see if I want to get in here. So I want to get in it. But again, it's the $44 one, as you can see. Let's see what the call. So the call interest total is 73,000. So, and today another extra 3,000 they put into it on that May 20th. So what do you think, Brandon? You don't want to pay attention to me? Everybody else went to sleep.
This is the first.
Uh-huh.
You usually the first one to go to sleep. Now everybody went to sleep on you.
I know. Yeah. So,
Are you still looking for news on Twitter?
Yeah. You found some?
No, I'm just saying you can go to Google, type in Twitter, and then check the news. Hit the news tab. And if that doesn't work, you can go to FinViz and then type in Twitter. Look right below the actual chart. It should give like all the details and stuff like that. As far as
and that's my favorite thing to go to. See, little dollar moves up in here. Let me go to FinViz. See what's going on. Some Twitter. This year's, has it. Let's see, his performance ain't been too great, this year, but it ain't like it dollars is going on. Let me see what's going on this side. Oh, they got negative income. But they got 5.8 million sales, huh?
No, I was gonna say, did they have earnings?
Oh yeah, let me check. So most people say hold it in March. Here perform neutral, positive, neutral. In February, a lot of jitter jatter in February, right? From a lot of different people. I'm gonna look for the earnings. See when this is earnings. Oh, is it May 5th? Is the earnings thing? I don't see it. June? No. March. This current. They already had their orders.
Already had their earnings. I would then go to, or you can go to summary, or I don't know if you're still looking for the news.
Let's see.
And then like right below that, you should be like news.
Let's see. Twitter outpaced stock. Let's see. I'm still trying to find out. Somebody knows something. I just need to find out what they know. Uh-oh. But I'm gonna look for it. I'll find out.
Then like another trick I do is I'll type in the ticker and then like the date. See if the news pop up like that.
For the day that the flow came in.
Yeah, or probably the day prior or a couple days prior before the actual flow comes in.
Let's see. It's like let's do 24. They remove feature after users complain to us or not calling love. That would be. Oh, the company announced that it plans to increase 100 million people to its platforms by 2023. You think that's something to make a jump? They hired a new consumer product manager. I should look on tip ranks up to see what the rankings are.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys, this is, as time go by, the night falls, kind of start to wind down in conversation. I start to move a little slow. But looking like everybody beat me, or either that or they mess around on somebody else's platform. You call me shorty. Oh, crazy. Let's see here. They said hold, buy, sell, hold. So they reiterated as we seen that on FinViz. Let's see earnings. Oh, April 27th is the earnings. April 27th. So let's talk about it. Earnings. Okay. So if you make, do you do earnings plays? Do you go back a year to look at to see what what a stock done, during the previous quarter? You just look at the previous quarter for the year.
I look at the previous quarter for the year. You can also look at previous quarter. No, I'm sorry. I look at the previous quarter as far as earnings and see if it's a 45-degree angle, just to see if the company's profitable for next earnings. And then I also look back previous year on that same month and time as far as earnings as well. Reason why I do that is I just want to see what the company's doing within that year frame and see if they're still keeping up with pace with everybody else, especially in the technology sector.
Well, look like last quarter it kind of broke even, right? You gotta read this report. That seems like the last quarter of 2021 was the best. Let's see, estimated earnings per share reported. Okay, so they kind of estimated and actually reported what they said they were going to do.
But
in the fourth quarter of 2021.
okay. But you also got to think about what it was everybody dealing with that year.
You see,
what all these companies were dealing with, last year, or trying to, keep up with.
Oh, right.
So those earnings might be, shot a little bit, or might be over expected.
Like the third quarter, they estimated 17 cents, but it was a negative 54 cents. And then they estimated 7 cents in the second quarter, but they were at 20 cents. And so on. So it looks like the only negative quarter was the third quarter. Oh, and then 2020, of course, everybody's nightmare. So, so they got earnings coming up. But these are going after earnings, so I suspect I'm gonna keep watching. But they got underperformed. So when they rated underperformed, that means they got some room to grow in.
Yeah, or, potentially.
But who knows, right?
Right. Like, do you want to put your money in an underperforming stock at the moment?
Right. That's why I was waiting.
Or do you want to wait? I mean, it's opportunity both ways when you look at it. I mean, do you think Twitter's going to be around for the next 2 or 3 years?
Yeah.
There's a chance. You just got to find the right entry.
It just, I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Keep my eye on it and see where it goes. 3 years ago, they was booming. I guess they had the man. This year, 2020, 2022 is not their year. But hey, I'm sure they'll dig their way out of it. All right. Anything you want to look at?
I've been studying, or I've been looking at Philip Morris. Ticker symbol PEM.
EM?
Yeah.
This one?
No, PM.
Oh. I I said, I'm sure I'm doing the same thing he just said. Did you make what you do? Did you put something?
Yeah, I think I'm about to get a put. It looks like it's about to do a dead cat bounce almost. The reason why, and then like looking off your chart, it looks like all the
Oh,
what is
what?
it? The moving averages are
No,
starting to one side.
I know, right?
And like the thesis behind this is, well, I don't know if you know
Uh-uh.
what this company produced. But this company produces cigarettes, e-cigarettes and stuff like that. This company's been damaged due to the fact that the company stopped doing business with Russia and everybody over there in Ukraine, started to pull back and sales started to hurt. And then on top of that, I'm trying to put a little thesis together. We got COVID starting to ramp back up with that new variant. I can see sales plummeting for them a little bit. And then on top of that, you got the sentiment of the SPY of coming down and inflation on top of that. So I don't know how many people's gonna be going out to grab cigarettes at the time. But
They gonna go crazy.
Right.
Okay, so yep, I just seen that article. Let me look at it and let me look at it. We got some monies. Yeah, we got a overweight, but what is it?
I mean, like, what do you think about it?
Let me see. Let's check it out, Brandon. So you doing the long term?
Nah, I was gonna do a short put on that.
Short put?
Yeah, catch it at what is that, like 93? Probably catch it all the way down to 80.
What's your expiration date? Let's look at the bar chart.
I really didn't find an expiration that I liked.
Yeah, because I was like, tomorrow it may uptrend and pull back, could possible, but hold on, these dates right. Let's see. It's windy outside. Let's just look at all of them. Little sleeper move. The puts for the 14th. All on. Oh, this came in today. 500 through volume. 90. Must be based on this gap. They're thinking, right?
Yep, I was thinking about going for that gap too.
That gap. That's on the bar chart. The expiration date is let me close a little bit of this in. The 8th, which is next week. So you got that one. Let's see. So they're thinking some more came through. Even the 93, 72, but that's not a lot. That's for April 8th. And then the 14th. Okay, the expiration date for April the 14th. What's going on here? You know, a lot of people who already have some open interest on the calls. Puts, let me see. So you're looking at 100, 18, but they already out there. Those are people who are already holding contracts. So we know the 8 is high in on the puts. Let's see what's going on in the streets. Okay, this is about close and normal. Hey, hey, hey. Let me see. Same thing. Too much activity. We could just kind of, I guess, you know, go through them and just check them out. See what we're working with. Big moves on the 29, 6. So all of that, yep, those moves is contingent. Seen off of that Russia, that news on them pulling out of Russia. There's a little traffic, some open interest. There's all no calls. Okay. Yeah. Same thing around that same date. That's for May 20th. I figure out what's going on May 20th. That people making some money that day. Okay, so here's a lot more activity. So some calls. So no brainer. We'll see. Let's see. Inputs. Okay. Puts still heavy on the on June the 17th. And you have a few more contracts picked up at that $100 mark. Oh, let's see when they have earnings. When that's playing around earnings though.
Yeah, I think they do have earnings coming up. I think I was going to set my position after the earnings because
Okay. This is April 20th.
They like to ride into earnings, like they're going to do something, and then afterwards it drops off.
Yeah, and the third look like in the fourth quarter though, because they look like they kind of do pretty good. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what the people say. Kind of the moderate buy, pretty good rating at an 8. Got the high at 115. What is trading at 93? So at some point you're thinking that it'll pull back a little to make that put play. And then this is June. I'm all into June now. That was June 17th. And based off of that Russian move. Oh, here is September. It's like September is heavy on the puts. And there's some contracts for the $85 move. $85 strike price, and then an extra 309 contracts purchased today. So that's September. And then the 9250. So probably right about the numbers I said on October, September. Let's see what November. It just skipped October. And then there's some contracts on November for that 95. Ooh, and the puts is heavy. You think that's what that may be? Ooh, that will cost them. Those prices are pretty steep. I hope you wrote them dates down. And looks like this date pretty close. There's a lot of puts on this date too. And there's also a lot of calls. So that price look like it's definitely gonna play between that this 100 and then 80, 85. It's just a matter of when it makes a move.
Right. Which direction?
And I should have wrote the beats down. Whatnot. But even if it was just what is this? Let me go. You know, I mean, on the daily chart, that's what it's looking like. And after, I mean, in the pre-market, it's probably gonna. We have to look at it in the pre-market and then double back. Let's see the weekly. And weekly, not that strong. I was looking for the dollar. See, it had that same gap. It was on the hour that we seen that gap. I think. Right. Well, we'd already filled that one. It was this one. This gap right here that I was thinking about. Okay. Okay. So you got on your radar. Let me see what's in my little thingy.
I'm still looking, but I'm looking at some ETFs too. So I'm still looking at some ETFs. Looking at solar still. Looking at some utilities. All these are just, inflation plays in my mind.
Yeah, inflation plays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm trying to. I don't even. Okay. Well, Randy. Let me see who I got on here. Oh, Nick, you got any? What are you looking at? You got any plays you're looking at? David, you still awake? You? Any companies you're looking at? Man, they done went to sleep. They're like, girl, it's time for you to get off.
Yeah, this is a first ever.
Oh.
Because we know you turn off your camera, snug up with that little snuggie.
Oh, yes, I would listen.
Real comfortable and get the snoring on us.
I do. I go take my computer in my bed, and that's a wrap, honey. I'll be like, I don't know what they talking about, but Monique about to go to sleep. I would be going with the wind. Well, I think we've had a very informational show. I need to figure out if I can chop some of this, because when Chris was putting out, everybody's putting out some good stuff. I would definitely like to go back and review what Chris was talking about, because I don't know anything about that kind of stuff, but I'm sure there's some people that were interested in that information and how he what he did. So I think that I can definitely go back and see what we can do. I'm trying to get back in the groove. Got some things that I have to work on. I'm going to schedule my knee surgery on Friday. So I was like, oh my goodness, I need to get out of my depression.
Are you still working out or no?
Yeah, I haven't. I've been doing a lot of medical things, so I only work out 2 days a week.
Okay.
So I have to. I'm gonna. Well, definitely when I, when I tackle the whole surgery thing, I'm gonna have to. Of course, it's gonna be every day. Uh, so I'm a little bit behind, and that's what I've been working on. Most people, they're like, "Man, what you been doing? You've been doing those streams." I'm like, "Man, I don't have time for social media right now. I gotta get my life together. I ain't gonna be no social media. Ain't gonna be no more."
Don't you say that.
Hey, it is what it is, honey. If you don't take care of yourself, you be out of here. Shoot. You gotta get it right. So I got. So, I had gotten it right. Things were working out well. And then when I did that surgery in November, oh, that was too long of a recovery period. Too long. I got way out of whack. So I'm trying to fix all of that now. I just had another surgery on last Thursday. So I've been in the house I came out of the house for the first time in 5 days today. So let's see what happens. I said, let me do a live. I ain't been live in forever. And as you can see, you can tell I screwed up the live in the beginning. Darn computer started going wild. Internet started going wild.
Right. I was like, what's wrong with Mo? What, she don't know how to work the machine no more?
No,
Like, what happened to the green screen? What happened to the green screen?
Oh, it's in the shed in the back.
Oh.
With the smoothies and stuff. I put it in the back. So you see my little paintings in the back. My little office on the wall. I gotta get back in the groove. I've lost it, man. I've lost it. I was like, oh my God, everything's going wild. Well, we got kicked out, I had started another stream. So I was like, let me go on here and kick some knowledge. Everybody doing their thing. We need to get back and do, I think AE do his thing, of course. Say we need to get back and, do some stuff on the Urban Economic Empowerment Show. Give us some information. Again, you guys, we are not financial advisors. We are just sharing information. That's it. Let's sharing information, and hopefully you all can benefit. So, Brandy, you got anything else? If not, we're gonna kick rocks.
You said kick rocks? What?
Yeah.
Let's go. No, I don't. I'm gonna go ahead and let you get your beauty sleep. Shut eye. I appreciate everybody who came on, gave input, gave some knowledge. I mean, it's respected. Thank you guys. I mean, again, I'm gonna do what you do. I'm gonna go ahead, reverse for thirst, and watch this again. And if you can, chop it up to bits. If you like the whole chopping it part down, like when you start going in on your strategy, how you do your charts and stuff, analysis and stuff. Yeah, I think that'd be real beneficial for your stream. That'd be dope.
Yeah, you like.
So thank you again.
I did a good job.
Yeah, you was going in. You click. I was like, oh snap. Oh, okay. Now she misses. The only thing she needs is the little emoji. I don't even know what it's called no more.
No, with them little things.
Yeah, like trend lines. You need that. You need to throw the Fibonacci in there. I know you know how to work Bollinger Band, so I'm like, she got it. Okay.
I could throw the Bollinger Bands in. I could throw the Bollinger Bands in. I could throw the linear regression. I could throw the RSI. Me and the Fibonacci, I'm not there yet. I think I'm much better on identifying a move as soon as the market opens. I can make a quick 15-minute move now. And so that's what I've kind of been doing in the mornings. So I think I'm gonna start doing some straddles and some what's the other one? When you change the expiration. Huh?
Straddles and strangles.
Yeah, straddles and strangles. Yeah. I think more of a straddle is when the expiration date is different. Same strike price, different expiration date, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing those because now, like I said, I pay attention to my moving averages, and so when I make my move on my call, I should be making a move on the put as well because I already know,
Hey,
you know, when it's pulling back. So I think I'm getting good in that capacity. I gotta put this hair up. I done up here tried a new style, all this damn hair. Oh my God.
it's getting hot, ain't it?
Listen, I
It's
sweat
hot.
so bad last night. I said, oh no, I don't like this.
But take off that hat.
I don't like this at all. This is too much. But you know, I tried it. Little influence of a man. I tried it, so I'll find something, but it ain't gonna be this. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This is not me. Not for me. So hot. So hot. So I've been pulling it back. All right. Enough about me. I'm gonna get these streams right. I didn't get to do my PowerPoint. I have to go live tomorrow. I have to award scholarships. So wait, tomorrow's the first? Where's the first?
I think Friday.
Friday. Okay. I have to go live Friday. I have to award scholarship on Friday. I might award two people on Friday. So let me see. Oh, look, the live stream. I'm gonna get better. I'm probably the only YouTuber I know that don't have no cool setup. I'll fix it though. All right, you guys. Shiva Motel, Peace, Power, and Profit, all that good stuff. See you guys on the next stream. Y'all can tell I'm winding down because that little voice is dragging.
Right. Just man. Gosh, shit. There she goes. She's about to go to sleep on us.
Yeah. You know, so.
All right, Mo. Thank you.
Peace, Power, and Profit, you guys. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, everybody. Chris, you went in, man. Phenomenal. Corey, David, all the businesses we showed. I think I got to start doing some business interviews again with the fellas. You guys are doing great work out there. And I get some sisters in there as well. So thank you, Brother Garfield platform, my platform. Make sure you guys subscribe. Hope you get some information that's going to help you. Peace, power, and profit. Peace.